It's a waste of frosting. It's a waste of time. It's an ugly, stupid cake. And if you want it, I'm sorry, you're lame.
Welcome back to the Real Life Podcast. This is episode number 27, and it's a special one. First of all, I didn't upload last week. If you saw that, yeah, I took a week off. My parents had been out of town, and I was watching the kids and all that, and so I took a week off. But I'm back, and I'm with my friend Jada, who I actually went to middle school and the first part of high school with.
Hello.
And till I moved, and then she moved out of state, and now she's back visiting, and so we got her in.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah.
It's always very exciting.
Oh, wait, so you've done this before?
I've been on one other podcast. But
Oh,
that's it.
okay. Oh, there you go.
I've been on a couple live streams for streamers,
Yeah.
but other than that, not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah. So you said you watched a couple of my episodes, so I always ask questions at the beginning. I have this like weird list of creative questions, right? So
Okay.
just give me 3 numbers from 1 to 25.
Okay, favorite numbers 3, 7, and 13.
All right.
Sorry, that was a little too quick.
No, everybody picks number 7. Everybody. I almost know that one by heart. How would the world change if superheroes and supervillains actually existed? That's number 3.
How would it change? Well, have you seen the show The Boys on Amazon Prime?
I have not, actually.
Dang it.
I've been dancing around it.
I was going to compare it to that. I don't know. I think it would just be pretty much the same. Just there would be super evil people and really good people. And I just don't really think it would change that much because it would be regular people having powers. It wouldn't be like it shows in the shows like Superman or anything like that.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the Marvel movies?
I have.
Okay, so have you seen Civil War?
Yes.
Okay, I think it would be just like that. I think that's what would
That's
happen
fair.
in a matter of months.
Yeah? I can definitely see that. Like I said, it'd be regular people with regular powers. So
Yeah. Because if you don't know, in that movie, the government intervenes.
yeah,
I definitely think that would be like a super quick thing. Like,
for sure.
super quick.
That's definitely true.
Okay, number 7. If you had to change your name, what would your new name be?
Scarlet.
Dang. Have you thought
I almost changed my name after high school. I was going to change my name to Scarlett Monroe.
Oh.
For whatever reason. I just wanted to start over. So, yeah, it would be Scarlett Monroe.
Okay. There you go. Didn't we go to school with the Scarlett? I think she was in my English class or something. One of my classes.
I don't remember, honestly. My high
I
school
actually might have her on one of my social medias.
Okay.
Hmm.
We'll have to check
Oh,
after.
what was your third name? Third name.
Third name?
Third number.
Third number. 13.
13. Ooh, okay. Lucky number 13. If you had to lose one of your senses, which one would it be?
Me and my husband have discussed this one quite a lot of like how we would deal with it. I think it would probably have to be like probably smelling.
Smell?
Smell. Yeah, because even though smell takes up a lot of
But if you lose smell, you lose your taste too.
not 100% though.
More than you'd probably like.
I know, but I guess I know all my recipes by heart and what it's supposed to at least feel and look like.
Yeah.
That I feel like I could still make it and make it good without having to taste it.
Yeah.
So probably that one, and then hearing, I relied too much on that, so I don't think I could do that. And I love gaming, and I feel like I couldn't do that without hearing.
Yeah.
So.
I always say feel, like touch.
Feel?
Like if you could just because I wouldn't be able to feel this, like what nothing like that.
I feel like that would bug me because I bake and I know all the textures. So
Yeah.
it would drive me nuts because I wouldn't know what texture it felt like.
Yeah, I guess so. I always say that. That's what I always say. I guess that'd be weird though, trying to control a camera and not being able to like.
I know. I'll be
feel
like,
it.
where is this?
Yeah. Also, though, if you lose your sense of what do they call feel? Not
Feel?
your sense of feel, but like your
But like touch.
touch. Yeah. If you lose that, like it's not only your hands; it's like everywhere. So like would that include your like tongue, like your taste buds?
Probably. You'd probably bite your tongue and everything.
Yeah, like after you get a tooth surgery or something, you're all numb.
Yeah,
like,
you wouldn't be able to feel it. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell, like, if you were, like, in pain or something like that, I feel like.
Yeah, probably not.
That probably wouldn't be a good thing. I'd probably choose, like, touch last, honestly. As far as, like, senses to lose, but definitely touch.
I guess so. I guess sex would probably be really different, too.
It would be boring. For sure. Yes, it would be extraordinarily boring.
So, you were talking about baking in your recipes, so you have, like, that's your, like, thing, right?
Yeah, that's my whole career. I actually went to culinary school. I went to Park City.
I remember you posting that.
Yeah, I went to Park City Culinary Institute, and I graduated last year in, I think, April. So that was cool. I already feel like I had a knack for baking before that, but culinary school definitely honed those skills.
Yeah. So do you do it like...
So that's my full-time job.
But is it like you work somewhere for that, or is it your own?
It's my own. It's my own business.
So entrepreneurship.
Yeah. It's definitely my own business.
Do you have a name for it or a logo for it or anything?
So I'm in the process of making a logo. I've gone through quite a few logos of what I thought would be good, but none of them really like stuck with me.
Yeah.
But right now, my bakery, I just changed the name. It was Just a Pinch.
Okay.
But right now it's the Steel Baker, and that's the one that I've like kind of set on doing.
I also do graphic design, so if you need help with
yes,
with the logo or anything,
I need lots of help with the logo.
I can definitely do.
That is not my area of expertise.
Good thing it's mine.
Perfect. Okay, we'll discuss this after.
Before we get too far into this conversation, I just wanted to say that I saw you nod just now.
Yeah.
One of the things that I've always thought is you have it like an aggressive nod. Like ever since I've known you, every time you nod, you're like.
Yes, I agree. No, it's just I don't know. I'm one of those people that it's all or nothing for me. Like either I'm not gonna nod or heck yeah, I'm gonna nod.
Headbang.
So yes, it's headbang or nothing.
Yeah.
So. You're gonna have to tell people to go back and be like, "Okay, like take a shot every time she nods aggressively."
Drinking challenge.
Drinking challenge.
I
think that would be funny.
So do you bake like everything, like anything people would ask you to bake, or do you specialize in like I only do cakes, like cakes is my thing, or like
So normally I just do like custom desserts. I've done I think 3 wedding cakes at this point.
Oh dang, okay.
I've done 3 wedding cakes. I mainly specialize in cheesecakes. That's my favorite thing to make. Okay. And I've got a list of over 156 different flavors of cheesecake. My God. Yeah, it's extensive. So I
think that's more than the Cheesecake Factory, probably.
I think so. They only have like 40 something flavors in total.
Are the flavors like variations of different flavors though? So like, I have a chocolate cheesecake, I have a peanut butter cheesecake, I have a chocolate peanut butter cheesecake.
So some flavors are like that. Others is like full on like Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal.
Yeah.
Like s'mores, Samoa cookies, like all kinds of like different things.
Yeah. So I've been getting into TikTok a little bit recently.
Oh no.
Just messing around with that, and I started doing this thing where I just like make milkshakes out of like random things because like you go to a place and it's like, okay, you want vanilla, strawberry, chocolate. It's like, It's like I've had all 3 of those like tens of thousands of times. And if you go to Sonic though, I mean, you can get all kinds of different ones, I guess. But I was using things that people don't use. So like I did a Cinnamon Toast Crunch one actually. And it was so good.
I love Cinnamon Toast
Crunch. So good. I did Nutter Butters.
Ooh.
That was so good. That was so good. I was like, I thought about it. I was like, why? So everybody does cookies and cream milkshakes. Like that's
all the basic boring ones.
Why wouldn't anybody do Nutter Butters?
I know. See, that's how I feel about cheesecakes, though. It's like you always get like the plain like berry cheesecake and all that other like plain cheesecake, caramel cheesecake, or whatever. And I'm like, you do so many fun things with cakes and brownies and even milkshakes, like you were saying. So it's like, why not do it with cheesecake? So
yeah. I also did cosmic brownies. That was the other one I did. The little.
Yes.
Yeah, with the sprinkles on.
You gotta like dip the rim in like all the like the little sprinkles that are in the cosmic. Yes. Okay.
So funny story about cosmic brownies.
Oh no.
So I worked at a gas station for a long time, for a good while.
Okay.
A couple of years ago. And, I mean, we were allowed to go get a snack or whatever, get whatever from the store as long as we bought it and kept the receipt or whatever. So one time I just wanted a snack, so I got one of those cosmic brownies. right? And I ate it, and I choked on a sprinkle, one of those little sprinkle things. And I stopped eating them for a long time after that because it was bad.
It can traumatize you.
Yeah, it was not.
It's always funny when you have experiences like that, and it just sit there and like it traumatizes you. Yeah. So like I think about like tomato soup, for example. While I was pregnant, I was really super sick, and tomatoes not fun to throw up, like at all. Like out of all the things to throw up, I don't recommend tomatoes.
Have you ever thrown up Rice Krispie treats?
No, because I don't really eat them.
God.
I don't really like them.
I did this video on my other YouTube channel where I ate one of those ginormous Rice Krispie treats. I tried to eat the whole thing. I got like halfway through it. Throwing that stuff up, it like comes out hard. Like it doesn't come out like.
Oh, yeah, I've thrown out rice. Like, out rice. I've done that too. I've thrown up rice, and like while I was pregnant, I was like, oh, TMI. But it came out through my nose, and I was pulling out rice chunks out of my nose for like a good couple days after the fact. So I'd blow my nose and be like, well, there's another rice chunk. So gross.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but don't ever throw up tomato soup because it comes out your nose, and it burns. It's awful, and I didn't like tomato soup for months after the fact. But
I don't even eat tomato soup that much as it is anyways.
Just not a tomato person?
No, I just don't. Like, it's just not. If I go for a soup, like, I get, like, the loaded baked potato soups. Those are really good. I get clam chowder. That's pretty good.
See, I can't do clam chowder.
Lobster bisque is my favorite, though.
Oh. I don't like that one. It has, like, a weird aftertaste for me almost.
Really? People say that a lot, but I love it. I love it. I can drink that stuff. That stuff is so
I think all-time favorite soup is the taco soup for me. Or, like, a white bean chicken chili. That one's really good.
Are you talking about, like, tortilla soup?
Yeah. Taco soup, tortilla soup. Yeah. I love those. They're so good. Soup.
How white are you?
I think it's like 15% white. Is like what my DNA test came back. 50?
50? But the other 50% is full Mexican.
Nice. Full Mexican. Yeah, I'm mainly native, and then Scandinavian and Hispanic.
I have some native in me too.
Oh, nice.
I guess
what tribe? Do you know?
Completely Cherokee and Choctaw.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. As far as I know, it's Yaqui, but anytime I ask my grandma, it's a different answer. So. Most of the time, it's Yaqui, so that's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, we have some Native American, and then we have like everything from Europe, like French, Scottish, Irish,
the whole
German.
Mutt.
Yeah, Mutt. Yeah, I said that on my last podcast, and I was like, I'm gonna word this differently. I was like, people used to say Mutt. But I feel like people would take offense to that.
I'm a mutt. I'll admit it. I'm a mutt.
Yeah, I don't care. Like,
I'm a mudblood, if you will.
I never got into Harry Potter. My sister loves it. Like, loves it. I just never.
But see, you recognize it was from Harry Potter, so you at least get some points.
I've seen the first, like, 5 movies. Okay. 5 or 6 movies, but I just. It gets boring. Like, it's like, this is, like, way too. Hold on. It's just like, this is way too many movies. Like, you could have gotten your point across in half the amount of movies.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Harry Potter, like, films and movies, but people are going to hate me for this, but I think the magic system is broken. And there's a lot of things that can be improved, so it's not my favorite fantasy because, in my opinion, the magic system is broken and flawed.
Well, it is fantasy.
I know, but even in other, like, Lord of the Rings...
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, actually.
I haven't either. But me and my husband, we've talked about it, but we've talked about the magic system and everything. And so I think of like that, Percy Jackson and other like things. I love
Percy Jackson.
I know. We talked about it on the bus.
Look over there.
I know the Percy Jackson books. I saw them.
Every single one of them. All
I know.
Of them.
I read them. I read the entire series about twice every year.
Oh, they're so good.
But
have you read the new one, Charles of Apollo?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh, it connects to Percy Jackson.
Oh, it does.
He's in them. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
mental
whole
note.
thing. It comes right after the Heroes of Olympus series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't you borrow my books? Didn't I like bring you one on the bus? Like bring them to you on the bus?
Probably.
Isn't that how you read them?
You probably did. And then I probably was like, "This is so annoying," and I went and bought my own.
Yeah. They're so good.
Well, thank you for letting me borrow your books.
Did you see he's making a TV series for it?
I know. I'm so excited, and he's heavily involved, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I know my husband said he was skeptical of it because he was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like every other TV series that sucks, like Game of Thrones."
I actually never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. Not one.
Don't waste your time.
I watched The Walking Dead. It got so repetitive and so annoying. I was like,
not even close to the comics, and it's disgusting.
I have the comic over there too.
See, the comics are great,
Yeah.
but the show fails in all the ways.
I was like, Breaking Bad, though. That is one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Start to finish, perfect. You can't convince me otherwise.
It's near perfect show, if not perfect. It's so good.
I always
go
ahead.
Okay. One of the guys I had on here, like in my last 2 episodes, his name is Jude. He's the one that signed his name in Hebrew. For some reason, everybody comes on here and like, is that in Hebrew?
That's awesome.
I'm like, how do you know that? How do people just know that?
This is Hebrew.
Like, okay, I guess, yeah, that's Hebrew. Anyways, he lived in New Mexico for a long time.
Okay.
I knew him before he left, and then he moved to New Mexico, and then he came back. So, we've known him our whole lives. So, in New Mexico, he lived down the street from Walter's house.
Oh, my God.
And he, went through the car wash and all that stuff. He did all of it, yeah.
That's so amazing.
It's so cool.
The house in Breaking Bad, I don't remember what they did, but, people would go and throw pizzas on top of that house. And I'm like, that poor person that lives in that house. He just has pizzas every year thrown at him.
Yeah. I still think, though, Breaking Bad is my second favorite show.
First?
My first favorite show, tops every other show, is The Office. Hands down.
I do like The Office, but it's not my favorite.
Oh, see, I think everybody should watch The Office at least once.
I agree with that
statement. I think The Office... The Office.
Office?
I always talk about The Office on this podcast. I think everybody should watch The Office at least once. I think it is one of the most realistic and most relatable TV shows that you can watch. Because it's not about meth or superheroes or...
Yeah, just the casual person just doesn't smoke meth and deal meth.
I guess there's some people that could probably relate to Breaking Bad. But not most people.
Maybe.
Not most people. But yeah, The Office, first of all, they didn't use, supermodel characters. Jim is not...
Unpopular opinion. Jim is not that attractive.
Well, that was the point of the show. They chose actors that were not supposed to be super attractive.
Yeah.
Jim is not freaking... What the heck is that guy's... Edward Cullen. Whatever the heck his name is.
Edward Cullen.
Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson. Or anything...
He's so ugly.
Weird, just, any, super stereotypical,
Chris
six-pack.
Hemsworth.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth, Chris
go.
Evans, any of them. He's not any of that, And Pam's not Angelina Jolie or something. They're just normal people.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that was one of the really good parts. And each one of them has a different, storyline. And not all of them, work out, which is what I liked. Not all of them got this, super fairy tale ending. It's sometimes that does happen. It did happen with Jim and Pam.
Yeah.
But Andy didn't end up with anybody. It's he lost everything, and he had to learn to love where he was at. And everything else will fall in place. And, I don't know. Oscar never ended up with anybody. Neither did Kevin. He got divorced, and that was it.
Yeah.
It's just, I think that, I don't know.
That's fair.
I think it's very relatable. I think it's very realistic. I think it has a lot of emotional weight in it.
Yeah, I do like that. As far as comedies go, I think Schitt's Creek.
I haven't seen that.
Is my favorite.
I haven't seen it.
Highly recommend it.
I watched The Office and Parks and Rec.
I didn't
Parks
love
and Rec
Parks
was
and
not
Rec
good.
a whole lot. It the first time I watched it all the way through, I think I laughed maybe twice.
Yeah, it wasn't very funny.
But after rewatching it and remembering the characters and getting to know them, I would giggle here and then. But it's not my go-to show for if I'm in the mood for something funny.
Yeah. When I watch, I always laugh at The Office every single time I watch it. I've seen it 6 times through.
What's your favorite part of The Office?
5 or 6 times through. I'm watching it again right now, actually, all the way through.
Of course you are.
My favorite part of The Office, I really love when Andy says, I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you've actually left them. That was my favorite quote and my favorite emotional weighted scene.
Yeah.
That when they're all saying their different quotes about The Office, basically.
Yeah.
Phyllis says, I worked at a paper company for all these years. I never wrote anything down. Yeah. And Daryl says, he says, every day I came into work and all I wanted to do was leave. So why in the world does it feel so hard to leave right now? Yeah. And Jim basically repeats the same thing he said from the first episode. Yeah. I worked at this company. I did this. I did that. Whatever. But my favorite, I absolutely love, my favorite funny scene would probably have to be when Andy and Dwight are trying to win over Aaron they're like battling over Aaron, and they're playing.
Yeah.
Dwight's playing the guitar, and Andy's playing the banjo.
Oh.
And they start playing Country Roads, and they're like trying to one up each other.
Yeah.
Like, Andy's like, "You're okay, but you'll get better." I mean, it took me a while too, and he just starts shredding the banjo, and then Dwight's like, "It's okay, but it doesn't have any soul. Like, it needs to have some soul." And he just starts shredding the guitar, and then they just duet. They eventually just duet together.
That's awesome.
And then Toby bangs on the window because they're like screaming the lyrics. He's like, "You guys have to stop." That's my favorite scene, comedy wise at least. I think that's hilarious. My favorite episode, hands down, out of all the episodes, is Dinner Party.
Okay, I thought you were going to say Scott's Tots. I'm like, oh
my gosh.
man, I'm going to get up and leave.
Scott's Tots I do like Scott's Tots, but...
It makes me so uncomfortable. Like, I never thought I could suffer from, like, secondhand embarrassment. And then I watched that, and I was, like, physically sweating. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awful.
Dude, when he goes into that school and he, like, walks by the Michael Scott Library, Michael Gary Scott Library or whatever.
It's awful.
She's like, "Look, they named it after you." He's like, "Mm-hmm."
Great.
They start singing that song to him. "Hey, Mr. Scott, what you gonna do?" Oh my god.
It's just straight up painful. Like, I can't, like, most of the time, like, if I rewatch The Office, I skip that episode. And maybe that's awful of me, but I can't deal with it.
Yeah, it's so, like, uncomfortable.
It really is.
It's so bad. But Dinner Party is uncomfortable too.
Yes, but I can deal with that level of uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like, it's so, like, when Pam gets cold and Michael puts his jacket over her and Jan is like, does that smile at him? And she's like, cocks her head and does just smile. And she's like, "I'm so sorry for the temperature in here."
Oh my gosh, she is funny. I love her so much.
She's such a good actor.
Yes,
she
is.
So good.
She's amazing.
My favorite scene of that episode is when Michael is talking about the vasectomies. He's like, "Snip, snap, snip, snap, snip, snap."
And he said they're like almost crying. He's like, "Do you know what that does to a person?"
"You have no idea the physical toll.
Yep.
3 vasectomies
does on a man." I remember that.
My little brother, his favorite is when he's like, my turn. My. He's all clapping and yelling.
Oh my
She's like,
gosh.
"Babe, whoa, take it."
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like, he watched the show with us and he started saying, like, "That's what she said." Like, not even knowing what it means.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Stop that. Don't say that."
My mom's the same way. Yeah, like, it's funny because I'll have, like, a perfect opportunity for That's What She Said quote, and my mom, like, purses her lips together, and she's like, "That's not funny." And it's just funny. And so anytime, like, someone says, "That's what she said," that image of my mom plays in my head, like, the pursed lips, and she's like, "That's not funny." And I'm like, but, like, she's dying inside, I feel like. She's just, like, dying to laugh because it's funny.
Whenever I refrain from a "That's What She Said" joke, I always feel like Michael and Jim is, like, feeding him all the
That's
jokes.
what she said. Yep. I always feel like
really?
that, too.
Even that's what she said? He's like, "It's going to be real hard."
I know, he's like, "You always left me smiling and satisfied," and Michael's, like, physically dying.
"That's what she said."
You know? That's how I feel, too.
I think my favorite "That's What She Said" joke from the whole show is when he puts the big beer sign up in Dinner Party, and she, like, is all mad at him for it, and she says something to him, and he's like, "That's what she said." He yells it at her, like, throws his hands out.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was when he was dipping his steak in the wine. Like, I have soft teeth.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. The way he yells that. Oh, man.
It's too fantastic.
It's so... I tried to watch Friends as well.
I hate Friends. And my husband and his family, they absolutely love it. I think it is stupid, overrated, and if you take out the laugh track and everything, all it is 5 minutes of somewhat meaningful conversation.
I have never laughed when I watched it.
No, it's not funny.
It's really dumb.
And people are going to hate me because of it. I know my in-laws make fun of me for it, but it's not funny.
Like, completely overrated. Like, just completely overrated.
Man, Kelly is going to see this, and she's going to disown me. She's going to be like, "I can't believe you said this about Friends." And I'm like, sorry, it's true.
That was one of the other good things about The Office, is it didn't have a laugh track.
Yes.
That was that's such a good choice. That made everything so much funnier.
It almost makes it funnier because of like the level of awkwardness. You're like sitting there waiting for someone to like react, and you're like, I don't know how to feel in this situation.
Yeah. And it's like you don't only have to laugh at the jokes that they wrote specifically to be funny. Like when I watch The Office, like I'll laugh at those jokes obviously, but like wait for them to. I laugh at like the way they stand, like the hand motions they do to each other, like
just everything in between, like the parts that aren't necessarily meant to be funny, but they are at the same time.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And I don't know what I was gonna say. I just trailed off, but yeah. Yeah. So that was the rant on The Office.
I know. I don't even remember what we were talking about before that, but favorite TV shows. That's what we were talking about.
Oh yeah, The Office, and then Breaking Bad, and then Drake and Josh is probably third. I love Drake and Josh. Drake and Josh, I think, even though it has a laugh track, I think it's one of the funniest like teen sitcom things.
I did like Drake and Josh a lot growing up.
iCarly would come probably after that.
I actually just rewatched iCarly.
I did too.
iCarly, Victorious, and then I started Sam and Cat, but I just...
Sam and Cat,
Not a fan.
Victorious was pretty funny, but iCarly, man, oh my gosh.
Peak comedy.
Favorite scene out of all of iCarly, my favorite episode is the prank episode. When Frederick doing pranks, because the joke is on you.
Yep, I prank, yep.
Hold on, let me fix that camera because I'm like cut off. Oh, okay. There goes that thing. Thank you. Come on. Work with me. Here we go. Or don't work with me. Whatever. We're just gonna do it like this. My favorite episode is the prank episode. I think it's called I Get Pranky or whatever.
Yeah.
But they put Gibby up on like a freaking like a beam in the thing in the warehouse or whatever they're in, like their storage unit or whatever. Yeah. And they put like the $20 bill on the floor, and they're expecting Spencer to go under, like go grab it, and then Gibby's gonna jump off and land on him.
Nice.
And then like he like gets it by like sticking a piece of gum to a thing and doesn't step there.
Yeah.
And they call Gibby, like they're like, oh whatever, come on Gibby. And he jumps off and lands on the concrete. Oh. And he like smacks the concrete, and then the very next scene they're in like the Groovy Smoothie, and Carly's talking about like, I think Spencer really hit rock bottom with these pranks, and Gibby's like, I hit rock bottom. He's all in his sling, and he's
poor Gibby. I think as far as like favorite episodes go, I think mine is the one where they fight Shelby Marks. That's like Victoria Justice.
Yeah.
And Spencer's taking all the freaking allergy pills to get rid of his allergies, and just every hour of the day he's got a different symptom, and it's just, I love it. And he's sitting there like eating soup, and he's sweating like a river.
The very beginning of that episode, when he gives him the pills, and he's like thanks, and he goes and sits down on the couch or whatever, and then like at the a couple minutes later, like there's a knock at the door, and he goes to the door, and he's back. He's like, you haven't taken any of those yet, have you?
Yeah.
He's like, those are the wrong ones. He's like, these are my dog medication.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And then I love when he's sitting there like making the spaghetti tacos, and he has like the arm spasms, and it just
he like throws it
goes the other way.
Yeah. I think Drake and Josh is funnier though. I laugh so much harder at Drake and Josh. I don't know.
I haven't seen it in so long that I couldn't compare it.
Yeah. The chemistry that the Drake and Josh have is just perfect. Like, they're just so funny.
And then it has Carly in it, so it's even perfect.
Yeah, Macon.
More perfect.
What's his face is in it too? Jerry Trainer.
Spencer.
Crazy Steve. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, and then the lady that owns the... Helen.
Yeah.
Yep, and she's in Victorious.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And she talks about leaving the movie theater.
I know, and then she talks about it, and then Yeah, because she takes over Hollywood Arts and Victorious, and they're
yeah.
like, "Oh, like what do you know about singing?" And she's like an amazing singer.
It out, yeah.
I know, and she talks about the one show that she was like a part of when she was a kid, and she talks about that in Drake and Josh. It's awesome.
I like her acting. She's funny. She's cool.
She's a great actress.
She's
sure.
in The Office too. When she works at Staples. When Dwight Lee.
You're so right. I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. That's really funny.
My favorite scene with her and Drake and Josh is when. You remember the episode where they're. Drake's girlfriend is like tougher than him, and like thinks that girls are tougher than boys, whatever. So they wrestle each other. Well, at the very beginning of that, like these football players like beating up Drake, and that's how the girl comes and beats him up, whatever. And then all the football players come after them. They're like, "We're not done with you yet." And then Helen comes up behind him with a baseball bat, and she's like, "I beg to differ."
I don't remember
It
that.
was so cool.
I think my favorite episode is where they run over Oprah.
Oh my gosh. He's like, "Well, this is the worst birthday ever." And he's like, "Why?" He's like, "Because it's a little humid." And I ran over Oprah.
Oh, man.
I love when he's so sarcastic. He's like, "Oh, because it's a little humid outside." Because I ran over Oprah.
Yep. Oh, man.
He has like Oprah on his t-shirt. Super big. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I love the sheep episode too, where Megan buys the sheep.
I don't remember that one.
Oh my gosh. She buys a sheep and like makes Drake and Josh watch it. And Josh is like, "Where'd you get a sheep from?" And she's like, "The internet." He's like, "Well, excuse me for not being familiar with getasheep.com.
That'd be a great shirt. It's like getasheep.com and it's like Megan with the sheep on the back.
Yeah. Oh my God. Or I think he says thesheepstore.com actually. Thesheepstore.com.
Well, it would still be perfect to put on a shirt.
That's the one where they go to, like, they hear the noise and they think it's a robber, so they go to, like, find it and it's the sheep. But Drake takes the golf club and he gives Josh the air freshener. And Josh is like, oh, this is great. You can whack him and I'll make him smell like a springtime meadow.
That's awesome. Yeah, I haven't seen that show in a hot minute.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Does anybody ever, like, request anything, like, any desserts, like, based off of shows? Like, can you make one themed, like, I don't know,
I had someone ask me if I could make the Harry Potter cake that Hagrid makes for Harry. And, I mean, other than that, not really.
No.
So,
that's pretty cool. I would like to get an office cake. I think that'd be cool. For my birthday, I had the sign that says, "It is your birthday."
Period.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had that. It was so funny.
That's
and
fantastic.
My dog, Cannon, his birthday's on Pretzel Day.
Oh, is it?
It's so cool, yeah.
Oh, happy Pretzel Day,
cool.
Cannon.
Oh my gosh. I love that scene too. But on Pretzel Day. Well, I like Pretzel Day.
Love Pretzel Day.
He has this whole like run. He's like, every day I wake up in a bed that's too small. I drop my daughter off at a school that's too expensive. I come to work to a job which I get paid too little.
Yep.
But on Pretzel Day, well, I like Pretzel Day.
It's a good day.
There was a deleted scene at the end of that episode.
Oh, really?
Where Michael and Stanley are sitting on the curb eating their pretzels together. Because they were like friends in that episode, remember? Because they both like the pretzels, whatever.
Yep.
And so they're sitting on the curb, and Michael's like, he's eating his pretzel. He says, "Oh, this is so good in my mouth." And Stanley says, "That's what she said." And they both started laughing. I was like, why wouldn't they keep that in? That was so good.
That's
so good. That would have been so awesome.
That would have been just perfect.
Perfect.
Agreed.
They missed opportunity. Missed opportunities.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh. I also think that the end, like the end of the finale, should have been, because Michael Scott was in the finale, right? But they didn't like use him. I think that he should have came back to the office with them, and they all had their talking heads, and Pam's like, there's a lot of beauty in order things. I guess that's kind of the point. Yeah. I think Michael Scott should have been the last talking head, and he should have been sitting in the office, some kind of like heartfelt quote or something, about the office, right?
Yeah.
And then he should have like paused, and then reached over and turned the trophy, like in the theme song.
Yeah.
But his hair would have been all gray, and he would have been.
Aw, that would have been like full circle.
Yeah.
That would have been cute.
I think that would have been perfect.
Dang.
I was like, why did we...
Wow. Missed opportunity for sure.
That would have been so good. That would have been so good. That disappoints me every time I watch it. I'm going to make an edit of that and put it in.
Please do. That would have been perfect.
Oh my gosh, Yeah, it would have been. That would have been perfect. Also, when Michael leaves to Colorado, in the episode Goodbye Michael, he gives everybody a gift, remember?
Yeah.
He gives Andy his clients.
Yeah.
Like his biggest clients. He's like, he needs confidence. He's a good salesman. He's like, I lost Border Hardware. I lost it. I don't, Andy. But he gives Stanley like this pool table with no balls. He's like, may you never lose your fun-loving spirit. I didn't laugh at that, first of all. I was like, that's kind of weird. I don't know why he did that. I think he should have given him a pretzel.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Or like a Pretzel Day t-shirt or something.
Something resembling Pretzel Day, his
Yeah.
favorite day.
I don't know why he didn't do that. That was... Right
Again,
there.
missed opportunity.
Yep, Missed opportunities. Yeah. Okay, back to the cakes, because that's like... or desserts or, whatever. If people ever ask you to make new flavors for the cheesecake or anything, like, could you make this flavored cheesecake? Or do you, send them a list and you're like, this is what I can do? Like,
well, normally they're like, hey, what cheesecake's flavor? Oh my gosh. What cheesecake flavors do you have? And I send them, like, the big old list, and they're like, oh my gosh. You have a lot. I'm like, yes, I do. So normally they just pick from the list, and then I have yet to have someone come to me and be like, do you have this flavor? Because most likely it's on the list.
Yeah.
So.
Do you ever have people, message you, like, hey, do you make desserts? You're like...
I've had a few, and they're like,
yeah.
So what do you make? And I'm like, my page is right here. Can you not see?
People will message me on my photography page, like, hey, you do photos, right?
No.
Like, what tipped you off?
Some people and their questions.
It's so...
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I'm just yeah, I do.
I had this one lady, she messaged me.
No, you're good.
Okay. So I had this one lady message me, and she was like, hey, do you have any leftover desserts? I'm like, okay, what do you mean? And she's like, when you cater, a wedding or a birthday or whatever it is, do you have extra desserts? I'm like, I mean, sometimes, but normally, the groom and them, they take it all home. And they're like, okay, well, contact me if you have any, extra desserts for those events. And I'm like, I'm not just going to have extra desserts. If you want to order something, I can definitely hook you up. But no, I don't do extras like that.
Sometimes people will message me and they'll, ask me to do this photo shoot for them or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I can do photos. Yeah, sure. Yeah. But then they'll, send me this picture of some, supermodel something. They're like, could you Photoshop this or make this? I'm like...
It's I
know Photoshop, but I can't, I don't think people understand. So if you're going to message me, it's great. If you have an idea for a photo shoot that you want, if you have an idea for a specific photo, whatever, that's great. But please understand that you do not look like that model that you were sending me in the picture. Not that you're bad looking.
It's just not going to be what you're envisioning.
You're not the same person. It's going to be different. And also, we more than likely do not live where they live. It's going to be different. It's going to be different. This chick, a couple months ago, got so mad at me for her maternity photos. She wanted these maternity photos, and she sent me these pictures of I don't even know who the hell it was. It was Cardi B or something. But it has the background is just this solid color, just solid yellow, pale, super pale yellow, off-white, eggshell. Then there's these flowers wrapped all around her, right? I'm like, okay. First of all, that's in a studio, right? So they have these giant ass lights, that make it light up like that, make it look perfect, right?
Yeah.
That's a backdrop. Also, that's not a wall because there's textures on walls.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. But if we have lighting, just normal lighting, I brought my light. I didn't even set it up for this podcast. I said, this is supposed to be lit, but it's not. Okay. Oh well. So I bring my light, and I'm like, we can light it up, but we need the background. I can do that. That's not difficult. We just have to have the stuff to do it. Yeah. I can't make it happen out of thin air. It's not. I can't Photoshop in the flowers around you. I can't.
People
you gotta have that stuff. So I go.
They have unrealistic expectations a lot of the time.
So I go over to her place, whatever, and then she just gets naked. She wants to do them like nude, and I'm like, not full frontal nude or anything. Like she covers herself, but I'm like, okay, whatever. And so, what she has for a backdrop is this like projector screen, which is cool. I mean, it comes down, it looks flat, like it's not textured.
Yeah.
Cool, it looks fine, whatever. Like we can use it, except that it's a square and it's not long enough. So it's like half of her body is in it, and I'm like,
my gosh.
so I can do a half body thing.
Yeah.
You know, like where your stomach's in it and up, but your legs won't be able to be in this. Like, it's not a thing.
Oh my god.
She's like, well, you can just Photoshop the background, right? I was like, I can, yeah, I could take you out and put you on a different background, you know, like, sure, I could do that, but good lord, is that going to be a lot of work, first of all. Second of all, like,
why?
like, yeah, like, why would you not be prepared? But, and also, she messaged me the day of, can you come take my photos today? My photographer bailed on me last minute. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, you know, free money. I'll do it. I don't care. But so yeah, and I'm like, so I Photoshop her out and I put her on this white background, whatever, you know. And I make it, you know, they look pretty good. Like they weren't bad. Like it wasn't like super crude Photoshop where it's like just terrible. It was pretty good. And she was like so upset. Like she didn't like them, and she was like, you know, they're Photoshopped, whatever. I was like, you told me what you wanted. I did it. You paid. There's nothing wrong. Like, you don't like it. That's not my fault. Like that's your preference. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, come back and take more photos of you? Like, you don't have to pay for that. And so she's like, telling me she was gonna call the cops on me. I was like, for what? What are they gonna do? Like,
oh my gosh.
You paid for a service that I gave you. Just because you didn't like it doesn't mean like I did something illegal. Like, I can go to McDonald's and order something. If I don't like it, I'm not going to call the cops and tell them I didn't like that. I paid for it. I gave them my money. They gave me a product. Yeah. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean there's a crime committed. I just didn't like it. I want to order it next time.
Yeah. Like I said, people have like unrealistic expectations of things.
If people will do that for you too?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like send you this super like extravagant cake. They're like,
yeah, I have a good friend that's getting married, and she sent me a picture of a cake, and she's like, "Hey, can you make my cake?" And I was like, current skill level, no. Honestly, no. And she's like, well, we can like talk about it, and so it's just kind of funny. And then like people have sent me like a couple other things, like a couple wedding cakes, and I'm like, no, I don't do that. And like I've made a rule, like I think naked cakes are seriously some of the ugliest cakes ever out there, and I'm sorry if you like them. So do you know what a crumb coat is? Like on a cake?
No.
So essentially, like when you're building the cake and you put the frosting on, so basically you scrape it off so you can see the cake.
Okay.
And that's a
like,
naked cake.
So like a carrot cake and it has the crumbs on it, you're talking about?
No.
No.
So it's, so like you build the cake, and then you frost it, and then you scrape the frosting off as close as you can to the cake, and so you see the, so it's like the frosting's almost sheer.
What was the point of frosting in the first place then? So it's such a waste of frosting.
It is. It's a waste of frosting. It's a waste of time. It's an ugly, stupid cake, and if you want it, I'm sorry, you're lame. I don't make those cakes because I think they're stupid. So, but sorry, that's my tangent on naked cakes and like certain other cakes. I'm just like, no, I'm not going to make that because it's dumb. But it's fine.
So do you do all this from your house, like just your home kitchen?
I do. Oh my gosh, I do a good chunk of it from my own kitchen. And like I've got 2 refrigerators, and I should have more than 2 ovens. Staring at my husband. One day. So I just do it all from my own home, and then I've got like 1 refrigerator dedicated, so it's not like all my food mixing in with the other food. So I just keep it in the outside fridge and just do it all from home. I deliver, sometimes depending on how far away you live, I kind of have like a 30-minute drive limit on things. Yeah. So that's what I tend to do. And then, the most recent thing I did was a blueberry lemon cake for a birthday. Oh. So I think I posted it on Facebook.
Yeah. I don't like blueberries nor lemons. So I don't like any citrus like
I'm
that.
allergic to citrus,
Oh,
so
there you go.
it's not like I can enjoy it anyway.
I don't like oranges, lemons, limes. I don't like orange juice or lemonade.
But don't you like orange flavored things?
Yeah,
though?
I mean, like I can, like I like orange dreamsicle. Like I said, that's like one of my favorite flavors of things. Orange dreamsicle. I love that stuff. But like I can't eat a straight orange. Like I can't drink orange juice. I just don't like the pulpiness of that kind of fruit. Like even when they say no pulp, there's pulp. There's like little bits of pulp.
You lie.
Like, it's still pulped. Like you can't not like
you can't
unless
not
it's Sunny D. Like there's pulp.
It's fake orange juice.
My mom's allergic to melons. She can't have watermelon. She can have watermelon, I think, but she can't have honeydew or cantaloupe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like a Texas thing though, because I know
Well, we're from California.
Well, no. But she buys the cantaloupes here, right?
Oh, but she was allergic to them in California too.
Oh, then maybe.
She's just always been allergic to them.
Oh, because I know I was allergic to cantaloupes, and then I got tested for it, and so like they do the thing where they prick your arm.
Yeah.
And then they tell you like, oh, you're allergic to this, this, and this, and so I was like, hey, I think I'm allergic to cantaloupes, because anytime I've cut them, I would like get red dots all over my hands, and they'd be really itchy. And so I was like, hey, can you test for cantaloupe? And so they tested it, and it didn't even swell. And they're like, oh, you're not allergic to cantaloupe. I'm like, what do you mean I'm not allergic to cantaloupe? And they're like, actually, you're severely allergic to ragweed, and they grow in the same season next to each other. Oh. And so I'm severely allergic to ragweed, and since it's a melon, it soaks up all the moisture and everything around it. Yeah. So there's ragweed in the melon. Yeah. And so that's why I'm allergic to Texas melons during ragweed season. So that was an interesting tidbit to learn.
There you go. My mom was allergic to bananas for a long time. When she was pregnant with me, she just had a crap load of chocolate banana shakes and chili cheese fries. That was like her craving thing. And then when she had me, she became allergic to them.
That's crazy.
And then she just forced herself to eat them, like regardless of the allergy. And now she's not allergic to them anymore.
Interesting.
So, my dad did the same thing with pineapple. He used to be allergic to pineapple. Like it would like peel the skin off his tongue and like the roof of his mouth. Ew. And he just ate it so much and doesn't. My brother's still allergic to it though. Luke, my other brother. Have you ever met him? I feel like you have. He's 21.
Isn't he mini you?
He's 21. Like he's.
I think I've seen him because did he?
He's not mini anymore. He's 6'5" now.
What?
Yeah, he's quite.
Did
large.
he ride the bus with us once sophomore year or something
21,
like that?
We're 23. So when I was a junior, he was a freshman, and we'd already moved.
I feel like I've.
But
because from what I remember, he was like
we were in
mini
middle school
you.
with him at the same time.
Okay, that's probably what I'm thinking then. Because like from what I remember, he was like mini you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody said. Yeah. Why did I bring him up? Because he was allergic to pineapples too. Yeah, but he still is like severely. Like you can't even have mixed drinks at the bar with pineapples.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, like it's that bad. I'm not allergic to anything at all.
Must be nice.
Nothing.
My husband's the same way. It's so annoying.
There was something in the air this year, though, in Texas that was getting me. I had to take allergy pills for that. But
Mountain cedar?
I have no idea what it was.
What months was it?
Let's see. So March and April.
That's ragweed season. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're mildly allergic to ragweed? Maybe. Whatever
I was breathing in was not sitting well with me. I took a Zyrtec like a vitamin every single day. Yeah, not good.
Interesting.
Not good. Yeah. What were you talking about before? Allergies?
Allergies? I don't know.
You were saying something.
Oh, yeah, I'm allergic to citrus. So, and then we were talking about
flavors
like cakes,
and stuff. Yeah, you made a blueberry lemon
cake, yeah. And funny thing is, I hate cake.
Really?
Yeah, cake and frosting I think are disgusting. I make it all the time, and I think it's gross. So maybe that's a good thing because I make it all the time. But
yeah. So what do you like? What's your go-to dessert then?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Specifically, pina colada cheesecake.
Oh my gosh. So I actually want to get a pina colada thing tattooed.
Oh yeah.
On me, on one of my wrists. Yeah. In high school, my second high school. It's not when I was in high school. I was going to say,
this is news to me.
So when I went to the high school over here, I met my best friend. His name is Antonio. Mm-hmm. Right. He's been on the podcast before. He does photography with me all the time. He's like my best friend.
I've probably seen him then.
Probably. He has like hair like your length.
Okay. Yes. Then yes.
Yeah. we had a friend that was super into hard rock death metal music, right? His name was John. And he was one of those kids that had the speaker in his backpack and would just blast.
One of those kids, yeah. Got it.
Well, his entire playlist was like Slipknot, System of a Down, and all these like
all the screamo.
Yeah, right. One song on his playlist was Pina Coladas, the Pina Colada song. What's it called? Escape by Rupert Holmes.
Oh my god.
If you like Pina Coladas, yeah. And so he'd be going through the hallway and go, and then all of a sudden, don't.
You like Pina Coladas.
And so that became like our theme song, and so I'm gonna get a tattoo with him of the Pina Colada.
That's awesome. Super cool,
yeah.
I want a tattoo.
That song is so wild. You know what that song's about?
Isn't it about like cheating? He's cheating on his wife or something like that.
So him and his wife are having problems, right? Mm-hmm. And so he he says in the song, there wasn't that in the personal column. Wasn't that in the personal column?
Yeah. In
the paper I read. Yeah. So basically, there's an ad there, and it says someone looking for a lover, right?
Yeah.
So he's like having problems with his wife. So he says he thinks he's gonna do the same thing. So he puts an ad in there looking for a lover, and it says, if you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you like making love at midnight in the dunes of the Cape, come with me and escape. Right. And so the next day he wakes up and he gets a reply in the ad. I like pina coladas.
Yeah, all the stuff. Yeah.
I like pina colada. Yeah. Right? And so they plan to meet up. Right? So he goes to the bar to meet up with this chick that he was writing back and forth in the column. And when he's at the bar and he's waiting for this chick, and the chick comes up to him, and it's his wife.
Oh my god.
And he says, I didn't know you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you like making love at midnight in dunes, whatever. Yeah. She's like, yeah, I like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. Yeah. And so then their marriage gets better.
Oh, that's cute.
It's so crazy. I was like, whoa, how do you, I don't understand how people think of these ideas sometimes.
That's really cool, though.
Like, some songs, I'm like, how do you even, think of that? Even movies, sometimes that scares me. I'm like, how crooked does your brain have to be?
That's how I feel about anime. I feel like, I don't know if you watch anime at all. Mm-mm. I'm missing out. But they're some animes, I'm like, how demented are you to come up with this? It's crazy.
Didn't know which way you were going to take that. I didn't know if you were going to say how demented, some of these ideas for animes that people make, how demented are you to make that? Or I didn't know if you were going to say how demented do you have to be to watch anime.
Honestly, both of those things. I guess I'm demented because I'm a total weeb, so.
No, I watch the superhero movies, Marvel shows. I watch all of those.
See, and I love those too. But I don't know. I've been really into anime.
Crime shows too. I love crime shows.
Not a fan.
Oh man, I watch Dateline all the time, like an old person.
You and my mom.
Oh my gosh, Dateline. Dateline is so good. You're telling me you don't like to sit there on a Friday night listening to Lester Holt? Oh my gosh, man. Nothing like that when you turn on the TV and there's Dateline on there and he talks about, I'm Lester Holt and this is Dateline. And does the theme music continue? Oh, it's so good.
See, my weekends consist of the anime theme song. So that's my weekend. You usually hear the girl anime character all high in the background. It's just Nani. It's just that's my weekend.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever made an anime cake?
I have not. I should though.
You should.
Okay, it's on my list.
You should. You should make you know what you could do that'd be super cool for TikTok or something?
What?
You should make desserts or whatever from TV shows.
I actually thought about that because I play a lot of video games and I'm I want to take all these desserts from Fallout and BioShock and all these really awesome games that I love and actually make them into a real dessert. I'm that would be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. You would blow up on TikTok.
The problem is I would have to join TikTok, and I'm not ready to jump down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, it took me a long time to do that. Yeah, there's some talented people on that app, though.
Oh, I know.
What in the world?
Yeah,
this is amazing.
I know. The first time I opened up the app,
I like that reverb.
So I know the first time I opened up the app. I searched anime because I was like, oh, I've seen a couple reels on Instagram like regarding anime, and like a lot of them are TikTok. So I was like, oh, this has got to be pretty cool. And so I opened it up, and it's this guy dressed as a cat and like the maid outfit doing like the weird like whatever dance, and I was like, well, that's enough for me, and I deleted the app. I was like, nope.
Oh my gosh. I get good laughs out of that app though, man. Some things kill me. Like, it's just, oh man. People are creative and people are hilarious, and some things are a little immature. It's like, why do you like? It's so dumb. Like, just,
what are you doing?
Like, that whole sheesh thing is so like.
Sheesh.
Like, why? Like.
Oh yeah, me and my husband were sitting. I don't remember where we were at, and so we were making fun of that. And so it's like, because you know, it's the eyebrow. Oh my gosh, eyebrow raise, and then like the squinted eyes, and like the. The lip. Yeah. And so, like, my husband was doing it, but he was, like, doing it wrong. And I was like, no, you've got to squint your eyes. And so he's sitting there, like, trying to figure it out. And we're in, like, a public place. And so we're sitting there. Both of us are sitting there like this. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. If someone was looking at us, this would just be awful.
It's so weird, though, how that stuff, like, connects people. Like, people, like, there'll be videos on TikTok of people going into public, and they'll do the sheesh or whatever. And people
I know, and you hear, like, 30 other people like, do it.
What?
Yep. It reminds me of Vine, is what it really thinks. What it reminds me of. Yeah.
There was this one where this guy, he'll go to places like a big old, like, bullhorn. Mm-hmm. He goes to Walmart a lot, or Target, like, those kind of things. Like, he goes to Walmart, and he'll, like, yell into the bullhorn, and he'll be like, attention Walmart shoppers, can I get a hoya? And then all these people would just yell it across the store. It is so funny.
That I game with. We call him Ginger, and we'll sit there and like we'll start up a match and we'll play with like random people, and he'll just be like, "Can I get a hoya?" And I'm like, "This is why you can't make friends." But it's just funny. Sometimes they say it back, sometimes they don't. It really depends on which randos we get to play with.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my gosh. I forgot what I was going to say. Usually I like to ask people, like, because I get a lot of musicians on and stuff, I'll say, like, who's your dream collab? Like, alive or dead. You know, rapper, sing, whatever. And I was thinking if I could ask you something like that, but...
Yeah.
But
who's my dream person to, like, bake with?
Yeah, just,
Zumbo.
Like, I don't know, like, to bake with, or, like, to bake a cake for, like...
Either. Have him bake a cake for me.
I don't know who that is,
bake a cake for him. Bake a cake together. I don't care. If I could shake his hand, I'd just be happy. But his name is Zumbo. He's an Australian, like, world-renowned pastry chef. And he actually has a show on Netflix called Zumbo's Just Desserts, I think. Okay. And you'll have to check it out so you know what I'm talking about.
I think I've seen that on the thing.
Yeah. But, oh, man, if I could just meet him, it would be, like, the greatest thing ever.
What about the cake boss?
He's cool,
whatever
but I've
the heck
met
his
him.
name is. I can't remember his name. Buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, he has a like, thing here.
I know. My mom,
I went there.
My mom, that's her idol, like baking idol, is the cake boss. Yeah.
Buddy, you met him? You said?
I've met him once.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it was just really cool. And then I've also been to his bakery. I think Vegas he's got a bakery there too.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, his cakes are great for someone that doesn't like cake, but...
I would hope so. Oh, before I get too far off, my go-to dessert would be brownies. I love brownies, so I can tear through...
Like what kind of brownies?
Tear through some brownies. Or cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. Okay, not brown chocolate chip. White chocolate chip cookies. Oh my gosh, I can... eat myself sick with those. White chocolate is my favorite.
White chocolate. I am not a fan.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Oh.
I like dark chocolate for sure.
Okay, I mean I like dark chocolate too.
Yeah, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, and like if I have to, white chocolate. But it's very rare when I like a white chocolate dessert.
I can't do mint chocolate anything. I think that's awful.
Oh, because it's like eating toothpaste for
exactly.
you.
Yep, that's disgusting.
I have a friend like that. Oh, Amanda Landon, you know her.
Yeah.
Yep. She thinks the same thing, and like she can't have like the York mints, and she's like, it's just eating like chocolate covered toothpaste.
It's disgusting. It's awful. I don't.
So you hate the mint chocolate ice cream then?
Yep. Michael Scott, mint chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But I do like chocolate peanut butter. That's like my favorite combination. Reese's.
Oh, I
remember Reese's was our favorite
yep.
thing.
I know, because I would get a Reese's and I'd bring it and we'd share it, or you'd bring one and we'd share it
Remember
too.
when you got those like 5-pound ones?
I know. Oh my
You
gosh.
cut it like a pie. Yeah.
Yes. So
I got those later on.
Oh, you did?
They're good.
That's awesome.
Have you tried the white chocolate Reese's though?
White chocolate though? No.
Have you tried the all peanut butter ones?
What?
It's so ridiculous. All peanut butter. It's all just a thing of peanut butter.
No, it reminds me of like, you know, the 5-pound ones. Isn't it like 2.5 pounds each or something like that?
Something like that.
So I had a friend growing up. His name was Connor Curzon, and so we had a party at Kelly's house.
Oh.
And
Did he go to school with us?
Connor Curzon, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was like, I know
I'm like,
him
I feel
too.
like you've met. I feel like you should know him. But like we were sitting there, and so Connor Curzon and I, we took these peanut butter cups, and we're like, okay, let's have a contest to see who can finish this and not puke. And so we're sitting there.
1 of the 2.5 pounds.
Yeah, one of the 2.5 pounds. And then so we're sitting there, and like I'm sitting there trying to eat this whole like Reese's cup, and I just remember Connor Curzon sitting there just, and he was just like turning green the entire time. He just. And he got like he may be halfway through or something, and then he goes into the bathroom. We just hear. He's just sitting there puking it up, and I'm like, oh.
I gotta have something to drink when I eat if I'm gonna eat something that big.
I know, it's like it gets stuck on the roof of my mouth. I can't stand it.
And it sometimes like it'll clump and go down and like hurt. Really
and it's
bad,
like stuck right here.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
One time on my other YouTube channel, I tried to eat a 5-pound gummy bear. One of those like giant ones. I only got through the head and I threw it all up. All of it. Threw it up. Threw it all up. It was bad. Oh my gosh. Awful.
Funny.
But one of the reasons that's so bad though is because it's the same cherry flavor all the way through the entire gummy bear. So it's just so much. Like if it was different flavors, it might be easier. But
I don't like gummy bears anyway. So even like.
Bears.
Beginning like trying to eat it would just be disgusting
I
for
love
me.
gummy bears. I love gummy bears. Remember the gummy bear song?
Oh, I'm a gummy bear.
Yeah, when we were younger. Oh my gosh, man, that was like peak 2010 or whatever.
Yeah, no thanks. We're not gonna sing it.
You know how many views that guy?
Too many.
Whoever made that is one rich dude or gal. Oh my gosh, that's so much. So many views. That's so much money. Like that's so off of one video.
It's just straight up.
That
absurd.
and the duck walked up to the lemonade
stand.
Then he said, that guy.
I
so
hate that song.
much money.
I hate that song, and it gets stuck in my head. That's what pisses me off about that one. Like above like the gummy bear song or anything else. Like that one gets stuck in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't stand it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like when I get a song stuck in my head, like I have to listen to it on repeat for like 5+ hours, and like it drives my husband nuts because I'm trying to think of like a song. Well, I've done it with so many songs, but like Electric Love. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Electric Love.
Yep, that one. So like I heard it and I'm like, this is a great song.
It's so good.
Well, but the thing was, I listened to it all day, like
that
24 hours worth of that song, and like my husband comes home and he's like, so you done listening to the song? I'm like, nope, but I just kept replaying
the note that he hits is so good.
Yes, I like that song, and it's my son's favorite song too. Yeah. So
I would like to have that at my wedding. I think that'd be cool. If I got married,
that would be really cool.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Not like a walking down the aisle song, or maybe, but no. I would
Honestly,
say more like
you can walk down the aisle to whatever you want.
Yeah. For my first dance song, if I get married at some point, I would like it to be "Faithfully" by Journey. You know that song?
That's my favorite song by Journey.
I love that
Everyone
song.
always goes like just like "Don't Stop Believin'" and like whatever the other one was that like everyone loves, but like no one ever brings up "Faithfully." And I'm so glad that you bring that up, and I love that one.
It's so good. I would love for that to be my first dance song. Forever you. Yeah, oh, it's so good.
Faithfully. Should have been a guitar.
If I married a brown-eyed girl, though, I'd like the song "Brown-Eyed Girl" for something. That song is so good. I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs. I think that'd be super. I think that'd be super cool. I like that song a lot.
That's fair.
I like the song "You Make My Dreams Come True." as well.
I don't think I know that
You know
one,
the song
actually.
Hall Notes?
Mm-mm.
What I want, you got my heart.
Yes,
And-
yes,
yeah.
yes.
I've seen them in concert, actually.
Oh,
They
really?
sing that one, and they sing Man Eater. You know that one? Whoa, whoa, here she comes.
Yes,
Watch
I do
out,
know that one.
boys.
Yep.
Yeah, and Rich Girl. She's a rich girl.
I don't know that one.
Yeah. It's so good. So good.
So speaking of concerts.
They weren't very good, but those songs are good. They're just way too old. Like, they're just... And it was outdoors, and there's, like, the acoustics were awful. It was just not very good. Not very good. It was also raining.
So, speaking of concerts, what are 3 people you would love to go see in concert, alive or dead?
Alive or dead? Let's see. Who would I want to go see in concert?
And you only
Okay.
can pick 3.
Tom Petty would be one.
Okay.
I would love to go see that guy, but he died, and that's very sad.
Rest in peace.
I would like to go see Simple Plan.
Okay.
Simply because they will play the Scooby-Doo theme song. I think that would be the best thing ever that I've ever experienced in my life.
Be a pretty lit concert.
Yeah. Are you kidding? That would be so good. What's the Scooby-Doo? Dude, oh my gosh. I would be like, yeah.
Straight up headbanging to Scooby-Doo.
I'd be in there dressed as Scooby-Doo. Or Shaggy.
You could make a good Shaggy.
Like Zoinks.
Spot on.
I don't know. It would either be between Journey or... Well, because... I would like to see Journey, obviously, but it's not even the same singer anymore.
Yeah.
Because of his throat cancer.
Well, you could say Journey with...
Yeah, but I think I would say Kiss.
Really?
Kiss is... I want to see Kiss. I want to see them... yeah. Wanna rock and roll all night. Oh my gosh, that'd be so good. But I really want to hear them sing Beth. You know that one? Beth, I hear you calling.
I don't know that one, actually.
But I can't come home right now. Oh, it's so good. The drummer made it, actually. His name is Peter Criss.
Oh, okay.
That's not who it is anymore. The drummer's someone different now. But yeah, Peter Criss wrote it, and that was his song. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, man.
I don't know.
What about you?
Me? Linkin Park.
Okay.
I had an opportunity to go, and I never did. And that's like one of my biggest regrets is not
Really?
going to one of their concerts. I'm like, ugh, no, I can't. But like, Linkin Park, Frank Sinatra.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
Frank Sinatra.
But I would want to go see him play at like a club or something.
Yes, a nightclub, like a
Yeah.
nice speakeasy,
Like a
nice
speakeasy.
Yes.
Yeah. I'd be in there in my suit. Oh.
Yep, and I want to be like a nice sparkly long dress.
my-
I got like my hair done up. You got
my
your cane.
cane.
Perfect.
I got my pocket watch. I'll be in
So
there
you'd be
smoking
all
a cigar.
Yes. So Linkin Park,
Fly me to the moon.
Frank Sinatra, and then for the third one, it would either be Metallica. I've seen them in concert, and they're amazing. Or the Ink Spots, if you know who they are.
I don't know who that is.
They're like a band from like the 1920s. So.
Oh, dang, okay.
Yeah, I really like them. They sing a lot of songs in the game Fallout. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I like them.
I would like to see, what's that guy's name? What's his name? He sings the song "What a Wonderful World," and not like that.
Oh, the Hawaiian guy?
What a wonderful
Oh, no.
world. You're talking about the
The
Somewhere Over the Rainbow guy.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Large man.
Yep.
No, but I'm talking about the "What a Wonderful." He has that like that rasp.
Yeah.
Like the throaty. What's his name?
I don't know.
What a wonderful world. I think that'd be. You wanna know who I have seen in concert though?
Who?
Let me look this up real quick.
You gotta know the name. Who is it?
I would like to see Oasis in concert too, because I like to hear him sing Wonderwall. You're my Wonderwall. You know that
I
song?
don't know that one.
You don't know
It's
it?
Louis Armstrong.
What a Wonderful World.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I've seen just a crap load and a half of country artists. I don't know if you like country music at all.
I mean, it's not like my
I can get down to
go-to,
some country
but
music. You kidding me? Someone puts on "Rock Me, Mama, Like a Wagon." Oh, it's over. So, anyways, I've seen Tim McGraw.
okay. I actually know
He was
who
really,
that
he was
is.
really good. He was really good. He sings that skydiving song. I went skydiving. Really good. The one about the guy dying when he has cancer. He went skydiving, Rocky Mountain climbing, all this stuff. I've seen Dierks Bentley. He's singing. Your husband back there is like, oh yeah. Dierks Bentley, man. He was so good. So good. He sings, What Was I Thinking?
I don't know that one. I am not educated in as far as like country artists go.
I've seen Josh Turner.
Nope.
He was really good. He sings Long Black Train. He's the one that sings Baby Lock Them Doors and Turn Them Lights.
Okay, I know that solely because of memes.
Yeah. Yeah. People always tell me I'm good at singing that because my voice can go super deep for that.
Ugh, you and my husband.
Baby Lock Them. Them three, I've seen Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen was so good. He sings Whiskey Glasses. See the world through whiskey glasses. He sings Up, Down, Up, Down, Up, Down. And he sings Chasing You. Really good. I've seen... Montgomery Gentry before he died. That was cool. I've seen... plenty of other country artists. I can't think of them right now, but I've seen a bunch of them. You know, like a bunch. I'm not gonna be able to list them all, but yeah, I've seen a bunch. And then I've seen Train. They were so good. You know Train, right? Tell me you know Train.
Hey, Soul Sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm like, that sounds familiar.
And Drops to Jupiter.
Yep,
Drops
yep.
to Jupiter. And, okay. Dude, how many drugs do you have to be on to write that song?
6.
He was on so many drugs.
6.
Yeah, so him, them, whatever, Train. Post Malone. Oh, he was so good. Sunshine.
I have
Sunflower was so
say
good.
about Post Malone. So I actually thought he was like a homeless man that made it in the news.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, like look at this homeless man. And then like a couple months had passed by, and I was like, why is this homeless man still in the news? And I looked at him up, and I was like, oh, this is a rapper.
Yeah.
And my husband's like, yeah, I could have told you that. And it was just kind of funny. I'm like, oh, I thought he was a homeless man.
So good. He was so good. Sunflower was so good.
I don't know any songs by him except
you know,
for
if
like
you heard Sunflower,
Circle
you would
or
know
something.
Circle.
I don't listen to the radio though. I only know the. Yeah, I only know
Have
the
you seen
circles.
Into the Spider-Verse?
No. I know I suck. Sorry.
You just said you watch superhero movies, but you
I do. I didn't say I watched all of them.
The Sunflower. You don't know that song? Oh my gosh, it's so good.
That's what I said. The only one I know is Circles, and that's because my husband came home singing it, and I'm like, what is this song?
You don't know if it's like original songs like White Iverson or Congratulations?
No.
Congratulations. Oh, that was so big. I've seen Khalid. You know Khalid? He sings, send me your location. Let's focus on communicating.
Nope.
Okay, well, I saw him.
I'm sorry.
He was really good. I saw Lucas Graham. He sings the song 7 Years. Once I was 7 years old.
Okay, yes, I do know that.
I saw him before he was popular, so I got to meet him and hug him and all kinds of...
that's cool.
He's got one of the best voices ever. His voice is amazing.
He's got like a really silky voice.
Oh, it's so good. So good. I saw Panic at the Disco.
Okay, I'm jealous of that one.
His voice. His voice.
Gorgeous, perfect voice, everything. Like, that man is perfect.
His voice, well, he sold the soul of the devil for it, but...
Doesn't matter. He's
do what
still
you gotta do, I guess.
He's perfect. You can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah, dude, his voice, Death of a Bachelor, man, when he hits that note at the end, oh.
Yep.
Perfect. And then he did a backflip off the thing on stage. I was like, what the heck? But he was cursing at the children in the audience and all this crazy stuff. And I was like, okay. Could have done without that part, but sure. And then I saw Maroon 5. Oh my gosh.
I almost saw them while they were in Italy, but we didn't have enough time.
So good. They were so good. Oh my gosh. Sunday Morning is my favorite song by them.
Really?
Oh. Sunday morning, rain is falling. Oh. Top tier. And they did like this acoustic slow version of it.
Yeah. Fun fact. Adam Levine was like my childhood crush for the longest time.
Was he?
Yeah. And then I found out like he was married and I was like, well, that dream's over.
Yeah. He that one was really good. And they did She Will Be Loved. That one's really good. She will be loved.
Please, afterwards, make an edit of you singing each little thing just right after another.
Oh
please. send it to me. I'm gonna make it a ringtone or something.
Oh my gosh, like The Office, idiot, 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 idiot. It's Dwight.
Yes, please. That would be fantastic.
They did Payphone. That was really good too.
Okay.
Payphone. Oh my gosh, they did it
You have to add more singing.
Super slow and acoustic. And just,
cut.
They did Sugar. Oh, that song is so good.
You're not gonna sing that one?
I don't even remember how much it was.
Sugar.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah. The video for that was so good. We went around to all those people's weddings and like crashed out and playing that song.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good. Oh, that song.
That's
Misery. How's that song go? You are misery. There ain't
yeah.
who
I remember because
me
and it's like I am in misery and like people would be like next to the Missouri, like welcome to Missouri, like there's state sign. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is funny.
Yeah, that video was really good too. Like that's about.
I haven't actually seen that.
It's about his girlfriend abusing him, basically. But it was a really good video. Yeah, I feel like I've seen more. Oh, I've seen what the heck is this guy's name? He sings I took a pill in Ibiza. So Vici, I was cool. When I finally got told, about 10 years old. What the heck is his name? He also sings Be As You Are. What the heck is it? Matt
Damon.
No,
I don't know.
not Matt Damon. Nope. Matt oh my gosh, what the heck is this guy's name? He also sings Mike Posner.
Oh, I actually know who that is.
You know, he sings
yes.
If I could write you a song and make you fall in love, I would already have you up under my arms. I used the bar of my tricks. I hope that you like this, but you probably won't. You think you're cooler than me. Yeah. Oh man, that was such a good song.
I like that song a lot.
My eyeballs itched. Most of those country artists I saw at the rodeo, actually.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Well,
were you here when Jason Derulo played at like the rodeo?
I saw him.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
That was the guy I forgot.
I wanted to go so bad, but I was grounded. And then like I was like, please, I want to go see Jason Derulo. And so like my mom actually had a dream like a couple nights before, and she's like, I had a dream that you snuck out and saw Jason Derulo. And I'm like, I mean, it's something I would do, but no, I wish.
He was pretty good. He was dancing all over. He's so good at dancing.
Oh,
I love his song Solo. Solo. Riding solo. Solo. That's so good.
I love Jason Derulo. That was like my anthem when like one of my high school boyfriends and I broke up. I played that song on repeat and I'd like play it and like walk down the hallway and be like, I'm so cool, I'm riding solo. Oh, so pathetic.
Oh my gosh. Trumpets was a really good one too.
Trumpets, and I'm trying to think. What is my favorite song? Breathin'. I like that one a lot. I don't know. Talk Dirty to me is like almost like a classic of his. Yeah. And it sounds weird, like it's a classic of Jason Derulo, but
you said Breathe, and that reminds me of another Maroon 5 song.
Yeah.
The one about underwater. Or is there anyone out there? Because it's getting harder and harder to breathe. You know, hard to breathe. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. So good. So good.
So good. I got you.
So good. Do you like to watch like America's Got Talent and all that stuff?
No.
Oh, I love that show.
I like watching like the failed auditions on YouTube to make fun of people, but other than that, no.
I love the ones that are like super surprises. Like there was one where this dude was like a giant bodybuilder of a man, right? And he comes out and he lifts these like.
You mean Matt Larson?
Yeah. He comes out and he like lifts these big Atlas stones. You know what Atlas stones are?
No.
Spheres, concrete spheres.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's a Atlas
like the giant things they put out in front of Target.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So he lifts two of those and he puts them down, and then he puts his giant wood board on top of them.
Okay.
So it's like the board's like that, and two things. So it's like basically like a bench.
Okay.
So he does all that, and he's like shredded in his freaking bodybuilder tank top and all this stuff. He's got all the wrist things on and everything, and then he goes and he sits on it like a bench, and then he like pulls out a microphone and he just starts singing, like so good. Like he just starts going for it.
That would be fantastic. I would just be like, what?
It was so good. I was like, dang, this man is going for it.
That's really cool. Yeah, I don't want shows like that.
Oh, I never told you who I would have on my podcast that are alive.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. We completely went over that. So I always say, dead person that I would love to have on this podcast, hands down, would be Mr. Rogers.
That is my husband's favorite person
Mr.
ever.
Rogers would be hands down. The world needs Mr. Rogers right now.
It does.
The world needs Mr. Rogers. For sure. I would love to have Mr. Rogers on here. I think that would be so, I would quit the podcast after that. I'd be like, that's it. Last episode.
Sweet. I fulfilled my dream. Time to die.
That's it.
That's it. I'm done.
I'd love to have Post Malone on. And I'd like for him
The homeless guy?
when he signs my poster, I'd like him to draw tattoos on me. I think that'd be funny. I'd like to have people from all kinds of different things. So Mr. Rogers. I would have liked to have the crocodile hunter before he died, Steve Irwin. I'd like to have him bring a snake or something cool.
Yep.
I'd like to have. I'd like to have Drake and Josh on at the same time. I think that'd be super cool. I'd love to have Steve Carell from The Office on.
Yeah.
I'd like to have The Undertaker. WWE wrestler.
Undertaker. Yes.
Yeah. He lives in Austin. So
really?
Yeah. I'd like to have him on, and I would like to let him choke slam me on the podcast.
Oh, maybe you do that off camera?
Please choke slam me on this podcast right now. Through the table.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, my husband tries to tell me that WWE was all staged and fake. It's not.
Well, here's the thing.
Nope, you can't convince me.
What it is scripted.
Nope. It's all real.
They still get roughed up and they still are athletic people, but it's scripted as far as who's gonna win and how they're gonna win.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was my favorite person ever.
I would like to have him on the podcast too.
And I remember as a kid,
smell what The Rock is cooking?
Oh yeah, I know. And he would come up on the stage and be like, "The Rock has returned to San Antonio," and and I would be like a little kid, like a little 4-year-old kid screaming, "Yes, it's The Rock!" But I love him. He's one of my favorite people. But especially when he was a fighter. But childhood idol. I wanted to grow up and be The Rock and fight like him.
Oh my gosh, man! I love the way he would he was so aggressive in the way he would talk. There's this. They make memes out of him now, where he's like, "Shut up, bitch." It's so
dang
funny.
it! You haven't seen One Punch Man, have you? Oh my gosh! Okay, quick. So, One Punch Man, he's basically this guy. It's a story of this guy that he wants to be a superhero for fun. And he had hair and everything beforehand. Yeah. And then he decides that one day he's going to be a superhero. So, he works out and he runs 100 miles a day, does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, every single day until he's ripped AF. And he goes bald. And so, it's just funny because they compare him to The Rock. And it's that's the reason The Rock went bald and all of a sudden super popular. He just did that training routine that One Punch Man did, so I was gonna bring that up. But you don't watch it.
You know who else was a really good bald wrestler? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I don't think I know who that is.
I would like to have that guy on there. You're kidding me? He's the one that smashes the 2 beers.
Oh.
And then, chugs them.
Yes.
And
I know who that is.
He does the Stone Cold Stunner.
Yep.
Oh,
I've got a friend where that is his idol. And he had post memes of him all the time. So as soon as you said the beers, I was like,
he lives here in Texas too.
When?
When?
Just fighting in Texas too?
No, he lives in Texas.
Oh, lives in Texas. I missed that. I said he came to Texas, and I was like, when? When did he come?
I've actually been to a WWE match here in San Antonio at the AT&T Center. My dad took me when I was 10.
That's awesome. I would have loved my dad so much if he had taken me to one of those. Especially if
John Cena.
Yep.
Yeah, it was cool.
Especially if The Rock was there. I think 6-year-old
I would have liked to go
me
back in the day
would just scream until my lungs were dead. It would be the best thing ever.
When he gives someone the people's elbow. Yep. Oh my gosh. What the rock bottom is his other one, where he hooks their neck or whatever.
Oh yeah, boom.
The way they get up and they're they slam them and they just get up so quick and they're yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would like to be chokeslammed by The Undertaker through this table. I think that'd be super cool. The next episode, I'd be all in the sling,
He'd be like Gibby.
Oh my gosh.
Just like, what does he say? He's
I
like,
hit rock bottom.
I hit rock bottom.
Oh my gosh, it'd be all like a wrap around my head.
It'd be fantastic.
Missing a couple teeth.
Oh.
Like scratches and red marks on my neck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would like to have all of them on. I think that'd be super cool. Adam Levine would be cool. I'd like to have the guy, Patrick Mahone? Montague? Patrick? Train. The guy from Train. Patrick.
Oh, okay.
I think his name is Monahan. Patrick Monahan.
Okay.
Patrick Mahone is a football player. Yeah, Patrick Monahan. Yeah, I would love to have him on, talk about his addiction and getting over that and stuff. I think that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
I really want to have someone on that's tried to commit suicide. I think that'd be a cool conversation.
Congratulations, you've got one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Nice segue right there. No, high school is a dark time. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I only tried once, and it just, yeah, because it was after, you remember my boyfriend Austin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So many stories. Won't get into that. But, like, I think it was, like, maybe, like, the 30th time he had broken up. And, like, I had saw him with this other girl, and I was like, really? Her? And, like, I, like, hit rock bottom at that point, and I was, like, drinking every other night, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. And I remember I texted one of my friends, and I said, okay, I'm done. And I basically told her goodbye. And she showed up at my house, I think, like, 10 minutes later, and she's like, don't you dare. Okay. And, like, I was ready, and I was ready to do it, and I had stopped eating at this point. I had passed out quite a few times from exhaustion and lack of food and water. Yeah. And, like, one of the things, like, I remember is, like, I remember waking up on the bathroom floor, and my brother was, like, standing right above me, and he's like, are you okay? And, like, I just remember sobbing because I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die like this if I keep going at it like this. And so, yeah, I had tried a few times, and I don't want to get into too much detail because I don't want to go into X-rated content of self-harm, but...
I mean, it doesn't...
Yeah, but...
You can say whatever you want on this.
Yeah, but I cut myself quite a lot, and, like, more so the, like... Because, you know, like, the girls, it's like, oh, yeah, I cut myself, and they've got, like, the little scar, and you're like, oh, okay, like, it's not an aesthetic, girl. But, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Frick. But, yeah, like, I would do it, like, on the inner, like, parts of my thigh, too, because I'm like, this isn't where someone can see, like, they can't see that I'm physically hurting and mentally hurting, and so I would do it there to the point where it's like I would lose so much blood that I'd pass out from it. Yeah. And so it's just...
Did you ever go to therapy?
I did go to therapy a few times, and, I mean, therapy is great for some people. I don't feel like it did anything for me.
I went through a lot of therapy. Not a lot, but I mean, I'm going to go back at some point. I've been through a good amount of therapy. I think everybody should go to therapy at least once, just to, you know. My dad went and they told him to get out because he didn't have any issues.
Must be nice.
Even though he should probably have the most issues considering his past. Like, he's been through, like,
a lot.
So much, like, ridiculous amount of things. But, yeah. I went, though, for behavioral therapy, which is different.
Yeah.
I got diagnosed with autism. I don't think you knew that. Yeah, I got diagnosed with autism, like, last year.
Yeah.
I guess how would you know that? It was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it on the podcast. You text me like, yo, I've been diagnosed with autism. Cool. Thanks for the update.
I said it on here a couple times. Autism level 1, which is basically like the lowest you can get, which is like high functioning is what they call it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you know. I know, because when I went to therapy and, like, I've been diagnosed with, like, depression, anxiety, and, like, bipolar. Yeah. And, I mean, looking at my high school experience, I can definitely see as to where the bipolar part comes in. But, I don't know. I think one thing, like, that needs to be said about, like, mental illness is, like, I hate when people use it as a crutch.
Oh, yeah.
Things. And, like, I think that's, like, my biggest, like, personal pet peeve is, like, I have someone I know, I'm not going to say their name because they're going to get upset, but if they do watch this, but they use it as a crutch constantly.
Their name, address, and social security will be linked below.
Yes, it would. Picture, height reference, everything. So it's frustrating because I use it as like a crutch. They'll be like, oh, I can't do this because I have anxiety. Or like we'll have like a normal conversation or something, and then they'll like say something. I'll be like, oh, sorry, what did you say? Because I genuinely didn't hear it. And then they'll be like, oh, sorry, I've got anxiety. And it's like, ugh, eye roll. Come on. It's like, get it. I get it. You have anxiety. Like, take pills. Go to a therapist. Do something. Talk to somebody about it. Just don't say I have anxiety and don't do anything about it. You can tell I'm ranting about it because it just drives me nuts.
My best friend Antonio, he has like, he said it on the podcast. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But he's up with it anyway, so whatever. But he has like the most severe anxiety that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Dang.
Anxiety and depression, whatever. And he used to be kind of the same way. I mean, I never told him anything about it because people are different. It's like not really my place, whatever. But I mean, he kind of used to be the same way. He'd be like, "I'm too anxious to do this." And I would think like, "Well, did you try?"
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, I get it. Like, it's a block. Like, it really does. But like, to me, I was like,
I hate when people
like,
let
how are you
it
just gonna say you're
rule their
anxious
entire life.
Yeah. But now. He's way better. Like
probably because he's worked on it.
Yeah, and he'll say things like, "I was anxious to do this, but I did it. Like I needed to do it, or whatever." Like
that's fair.
Yeah, and so yeah, I mean, but that was also back like in high school. So like, you know, I think when you get like diagnosed, what are you staring hardcore at?
What?
I said, what are you staring hardcore at?
Oh, I was looking at the different alcohol bottles and I was thinking like, oh, that one looks cool. That's all.
We should mix them all into that shot glass and take a shot of all of
them. I feel like the smell alone would kill me.
I have one of everything over there. I got whiskey, rum, wine, vodka. I have gin somewhere. I think somewhere up there.
Gin reeks.
And moonshine. What was I saying? Oh, I think like when you get like diagnosed with a mental disorder, like when you're younger more, like you're like, it's different, I guess. But like also like when you first get diagnosed with it, like there's like a period of time where you're like come to terms with it, and you're just like, I feel really weird now.
Yeah, like, it's definitely like weird, especially like something to live with. I guess like. I don't know. I hate like when people use it as an excuse. Like they do something bad or they say something they're not supposed to. I can understand if you have like Tourette's or something.
Yeah.
And you can be like, oh, sorry, like I've got Tourette's. I literally can't help that.
Yeah.
But like when like I were to like sit, for example, if I were to do something like crazy irrational, I wouldn't be like, oh, sorry, I'm bipolar. Like I hate that. Yeah. It's not an excuse for anything. It drives me nuts. It's like, no, you are who you are, and your mental illness is a part of you, and so it's not a crutch to be used. It's something you have to live with and work with every day. Yeah. So, sorry. Do we need to close?
No, I don't care. I'll go as long as you want. My longest one is 2 hours and 25 minutes, I think. I don't know if you beat the record yet. I can actually check. Let me see.
I have a lot to say, so.
Okay. We've been going for like an hour and 40 minutes.
Hour and 40 minutes. Okay, we have to keep going. We have to be...
Do you want to go for another whole hour?
I mean, if you've got something interesting to talk about, then sure, let's
go. I can talk about anything and everything.
Okay.
As long as I have battery space and storage space on my SD cards.
Sweet.
Which, I mean, I do.
Okay, favorite memory from high school. Go.
Favorite memory from high school? Oh, my God. Well, it wouldn't be from Reagan, I'll tell you that.
Okay, one from Reagan, one from the other, because you went to two schools, so you get two memories.
Let's see. From Reagan,
should be a ringtone sound.
From Reagan, what was a good one from Reagan? I remember Reagan was the first time I went to a football game. I don't know if you were there. Remember they made those shirts for Reagan? Was it? No, actually no. That was middle school.
Middle school memories.
That was when, because remember Bush and Lopez were both going to go to Reagan. So I did that football game against each other, and they made those shirts where it was like the Lopez and the Bush football helmet and the Reagan football helmet. It was super crazy. And that was like the first football game I ever went to. Because I went to both schools. That. So I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But I guess that was middle school. But high school,
I never really paid attention.
I didn't spend a lot of time at Reagan like that. And I didn't really have any friends there like I did here. Like you and my friend Carter. You remember Carter, my friend Carter? I don't know if you do. He didn't ride the bus with us or anything.
I don't think so. What's his last name?
McLean.
Carter McLean. Carter McLean, if you watch this, can you please tag yourself in the comments so I know who you are?
Yeah, he was like my best friend. And my friend Justin. Justin. What was his name? I can't remember his last name for the life of me right now. Justin, was it Martinez? Skinny Mexican kid.
Every Martinez was a skinny Mexican kid in our school. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh.
That was my entire advisory was Martinez. Martinez.
Martinez. Martinez. Your last name was Martinez, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I just thought about that. I was like, wait a second.
Yes, I am formally a Martinez.
I don't even remember, like, we both did sign language. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. I actually saw Miss Watson a couple days ago. I went
Really?
and saw by her class and said,
Oh, wow.
hey.
She's still over there?
Yeah, she has the same classroom and everything.
Dang, back in the corner over there?
Yep. I went and saw her. And it was, like, so weird. I'm like, oh, Miss Watson, it's so good to see you. And, like, she's, her littlest little girl is 10 months now. And, like,
oh, dang.
Yeah, like, her kids are so much older. It's so weird to me. But, like, it's weird because whenever I come to visit Texas, everyone is stuck in that age that I last saw them. And even if I, like, visited recently, I'm like, no, you're, like, 10 years old and, like, 3'2".
Yeah.
So it's weird.
I don't know, man. What about, for Reagan, I don't even remember going to, like, any of the dances or anything for Reagan. I mean, I had some good memories in sign language, like just doing stupid stuff. Like my friend Selena was in that class.
Selena Hernandez?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I still have her on social medias and stuff. We talk.
How is she doing? I haven't like seen her at all.
Pretty good. She's still with that one dude. What the heck was his name? Sven?
The emo looking guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't be saying people's first and last names throughout this entire thing, but I don't really care. You know how many Selena Hernandezes there probably are? Or Miss Watsons? Or...
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Everyone's gonna, like, connect people to us and be like, this is where this person is at. This is their entire life. This is, like, they're gonna find, like, you know, like, the password clues. It's, like, who is your favorite teacher, like, thing. It's like, oh, I know who this person is because of this podcast.
Miss Watson.
I know. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. Maiden name. Martinez.
I know. Oh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. People are gonna find me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I had some good memories there. I had some good memories in my. Well, it was like some criminal justice, that class. That was. I had some good memories in there. Those were always fun. You know what? Lunch was always a good one with Carter because we made up this game where we would each take a shape. So like I'd be circles, he'd be triangles or something. So we'd take a piece of notebook paper and we would draw like a rectangle on the end of it. So like there were two rectangles that looked like soccer goals almost on the end.
Okay.
Right? And so then basically like you do like, I don't know, 5 circles like this around it, and then he would do 5 triangles. And so you would take your pencil, right, and you would like uncap it. It's a pencil. You don't uncap. You put it on like this on your shape, and then you would flick it like that, and it would go like that and make a mark. And then you would draw your circle at the end of that line, and whoever got to the other one first would win.
Oh.
So we would just do that all lunch, and then like if you like went like you could hit them and like kill their thing, whatever. And so like whoever was the first one to the other side was the winner. It was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. We probably should have got a patent on that and made that like a board game of some sort, and probably could have made millions off of that. But yeah, eventually we started like, I don't know, we draw, I don't know, like call them traps is what we called them, but like, I don't know, like we draw like a big cube or like a square somewhere, and you'd have to go around it. Like you couldn't go straight through it. You know, just make random obstacles for it. And I don't know, it turned into this whole thing, and that was super fun. It's super weird, but I don't know, some weird game we made up that was kind of cool, I guess.
That's really cool.
You seem very impressed.
I mean, I think it's cool, but like...
The bus with you is always fun, though, eating those Reese's peanut butter cups at like 7 in the morning. I don't know how we woke up that early to go to school every single day. I don't understand it.
I'm not a morning person. Like, even now that I've got a kid, I'm so happy that my kid isn't a morning person.
Yeah.
I'm like, so we all wake up at like 9 or like 10 o'clock. So I'm like, no, we're not waking up before that.
Yeah. I'm not a morning person either. Favorite memory from my other school, though, Brennan is the name of it, actually. It's like right up there.
Okay.
Okay, so two come to...
You said Brennan?
Yeah.
That's my husband's name.
Cool.
Nice.
There you go. Okay, so two come to mind. The first one was, so we used to hang out in the library all the time. Like, that was our thing. We would just hang out in the library, right? And so one day there was like star test and whatever, and they closed the library for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So we went up there during our, like, we had like a 2-hour lunch because of the star testing, whatever. So we went up there, we were going to go in the library, but it was closed. But for no reason. Like, the librarians were in there. Like, they were just sitting in there.
You can't study today, is what the process was.
And it was like, okay, like, whatever. But everybody wanted, like, that's where we used to hang out. So one of our friends, like, they kept sending people back. And one of our friends, we called him Dimbo. Because that was his last name, DeAndre Dimbo. Right? And so we called him Dimbo. Or Dimbo, yeah, we called him Dimbo. So he's like, I'm just going to go in. I'm like, forget this, I'm just going to go in. So he goes into the library, and he, like, everybody's like, yeah, go Dimbo. And so he just, like, goes in, and he starts, like, walking in there. And we see him, like, start talking to the librarian. He's like, where the librarian's like, you know, whatever. And so, like, then we watch him turn around and come right back out. Because I guess I told him to come right back out. And he came out, and the entire hallway, everybody started clapping for him. It was so funny, man. It was so funny. Everybody was clapping for him down the whole hallway.
That's fantastic.
He was all cheesing real big. It was so funny. The second one that comes to mind is I took this class called Digital Media where I got my start in photography. So basically we had to learn how to take certain photos. Composition, horizon, like different things. Like, so horizon is like flat level with horizon. Composition, like make sure that thing's right in the middle. You know, all these different things. Leading lines like a hallway. So we were doing horizon, right? And there's this giant like brick wall. Like, but you know those like rough bricks that the schools are made out of?
Yes.
They're like this tall, like that.
Absurd bricks.
Yeah. So that's what it was made of. And like, even if you just lean against it, like, it rips your skin. You're like, your hair will like stick to it.
Yeah.
You rip your hair out. And you're like, Yeah. So we were going up to that wall, and we were like, we could take a cool picture with the three of us. It was Antonio. Me, Antonio, and John. Right? Remember, I told you about John, the music guy. I was like, it'd be super cool if we did a horizon picture where we were all sitting on that level with the sun, like horizon, right? And we were like, yeah, that's so cool, let's do that. So I got up there, I climbed up there, and then John got up there, and then Antonio went to get up there. So he's skinny now, like super skinny. Back in high school, he was not. He lost like a bunch of weight. Super proud of him. Good job. Not making fun of him, but he was a different size, right? So he like tried to climb this wall with us, and I'm literally talking like he went from like a XL to a medium, like he lost weight.
Nice.
So he tried to climb this wall, and he went over it like this, and he like wrapped his arm around it, and he was gonna like try and pull himself up or whatever, but he like his arm was hooked, and he fell. Like, he slipped back down, and it just like scraped the hell out of his arm all right here. And he was like, one of the like teachers came, or faculty or whatever, and like, what are you guys doing? Why are you guys trying to get on that wall? And then we got down, and he was all like, don't get on that wall, and it's like bleeding through his shirt. He was laughing so hard. Yeah, he was all bleeding through his shirt. He was laughing about it. We were all laughing about it. It was funny. He said it hurt so bad.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was yeah.
Oh man.
We also work together now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, me and him. Yeah, we work for this place called Airmaster. We just fill up air fresheners at apartment buildings and stuff. That job is a hoot and a half. That job is, I mean, it's a good job, but people are dumb, man. People are, first of all, we drive around all day. People are dumb on the road. Just dumb. Just dumb.
Come to Utah County.
I don't.
You'll experience a whole new level of stupidity.
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 Stupidity?
Stupidity.
Stupidity.
I know.
I was like, this is some stupidity. Yeah, so first of all, yeah, that's just awful. Doing that, like, just terrible. I mean, I like driving around, listening to my podcasts, whatever. Not my podcast, I'm not that conceited, but just podcasts.
You listen to your own podcast?
No. I'll listen to a couple minutes of some of them every once in a while just to make sure it sounds right and whatever, but no. I mean, I did it. I had the conversation. I know what it's like.
Got it.
But I don't know why I'm doing that. I usually like to have my arm up or something. I don't know. I don't have like an armrest.
We'll just kind of like.
I don't have an armrest on.
We'll just talk the rest of the time. Just be like, hey, how's it going?
Yes. Okay. So that's dumb. Driving in Texas is just dumb. Like I've almost gotten in so many accidents because of people trying to force me off the road because they don't want to merge or whatever crazy thing comes into their head. Like I'm gonna whip into your lane. Like
stupid
dude,
people.
like, this one chick like almost got in an accident with me because she was FaceTiming on her phone, singing a song while driving, like holding the phone like this, FaceTiming. I was like,
instead of doing it for the Vine, it's do it for the TikTok. Okay.
Yeah. I driving my truck. I wanted to just ram her little Toyota Corolla so hard, just push her out of the way. My truck's gonna be fine. I bump into things in my truck not regularly, but sometimes I do.
Corolla.
But
I wonder who would drive that kind of car.
Hey, Toyota is reliable. Let's go places.
Not sponsored by Toyota.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored.
Yet.
Yeah, and then also like just you go into the place. They're called diffusers.
Okay.
So you go into the apartment or the place, whatever. And like, I'm here to service your diffusers. They're like, your what? Your diffusers? I don't know if we have that. I don't know what that is. Your air freshener? Oh yeah, that's right over here in this corner. It's like you see someone come in with all the supplies once a week. You know what they're here for.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't make any sense. One time I went to service someone and I asked them where their air freshener thing was and they took me to their router. I was like...
And fix this too while you're here.
I said, this has a USB port and a power button. This is not your air freshener. They said, well, that's all I could think of. I was like...
Oh, poor stupid person. I know, because I've worked customer service for years.
Yeah.
And I worked a phone job, 2 years ago. And I was sitting there, and, someone was complaining about the French toast that they had ordered. And, no, this wasn't on the phone. This was a different
I was like, what?
Hold on. Well, I mean, I got complaints about food on the phone, too. That's a whole nother story.
What were you...
I worked at Kneaders.
Oh, okay.
So I worked at Kneaders, in high school.
You were on phones at Kneaders?
Yeah, so I actually ended up working for a corporate at a certain point and, their call center and everything. Yeah. Different story. But
so I worked for Domino's Pizza, so I was on the phone with people all the time about food. I got it.
Yeah, but, I was in the restaurant at this point, and so someone was, coming up to tell me, complain about their French toast.
Yeah.
And so they're like, I can't believe, there's so much, there are eggs on my French toast. And I looked at her, and I was like, do you know what French toast is? And she's like, yeah, I don't know why it has egg on it. And, there was some part that was, more chunky
this little
with
yellow
the egg.
bit.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, I need a replacement. And so I was just like... Okay. And so I took the French toast and I went and put it over in the trash because you can't use it. But got her a new thing, French toast, gave it to her, and she's like, this looks the same. And I'm like, yes, this is our French toast. And it's baked or cooked in eggs. And she's like, oh, well, that's not how I make French toast. And she went off on this whole tangent. And I was like, have you never, had real French toast? I couldn't believe it. The fact that she was complaining about that.
Eggs and some things with applesauce.
Ooh. I'm just thinking of a piece of cinnamon bread smothered in applesauce and grilled.
Apple cinnamon would be good, actually.
No, thank you. No, just...
You never put cinnamon in your applesauce and just went to town?
I feel like that would be a quote from a movie. It's have you ever put cinnamon in your applesauce and you like just went to town? Like
that sounds like something from The Office.
Yeah. No, I have not. I can tell you, I honestly have not. But I feel like it would be a texture thing for me. I'm like, I wouldn't be able to.
You know what we should do one time when we meet up again?
Okay.
We should make Kevin's famous chili.
Let's do it.
And then throw it on the floor.
You were going good there for a minute, and then you had to throw it on the floor.
I have a book over there with a recipe in it for his famous chili.
Oh, for real?
We can make it.
Okay. I was gonna say, if not, we could totally Zoom and make it though.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Let's do it.
You remember when Kevin says that when Holly thinks he's like has a mental disorder?
Oh yeah.
She's like, "You drive your own car?" Yup, just like you.
I know. She's like,
okay,
wow,
bye.
Good job.
I'm so proud of you, Kevin. Aww. Okay, bye. You just reverse it out.
Oh, poor Kevin.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I worked for Domino's Pizza, and yeah, people order some wild stuff sometimes. They're just like, we've had people order pizza without the cheese or like without the sauce. It's just bread and it's like all burnt, like crispy, and like there's no sauce. To, like,
people, man, like you work customer service, and the psychos come out of the woodworks for sure.
It'd be that way. I worked at the gas stations too. I worked an overnight gas station job right here at this gas station over here. Graveyard shift is something else. First of all, I mean, it just screws up your body. Like, just screws it up. Like, first of all, like, everybody's like, just mess with your sleep schedule, just fix your sleep schedule. Like, okay, yeah, like, your sleep schedule is one thing, right? But if you mess with your sleep schedule and you sleep during the day and then you're awake at night, you got to adjust your eating schedule.
Yeah.
So now you're having breakfast at 10 p.m. and lunch at 2 in the morning and dinner at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
You got to adjust all that. And, like, you don't get any sunshine.
That would be perfect.
So you're, like, get super pale and, like, all frail and, like...
You get all...
Yeah.
The snacks.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, some people can do that and be fine.
I think I could do that and be fine.
I mean, I was okay, but you just never feel good. Like, your body just doesn't feel ever rested because it's not right. It just feels in a permanent state of just sludge. Like, you're just like...
See, I think I would be okay. I love the nighttime. I love, like, it pitch black. Like, I can't sleep if... I see. He has blackout curtains, by the way.
I do.
No, like, it needs to be pitch black. And one time I saw, like, an ad on, like, Facebook or something, and it was these coffins. But they're actual beds, and you, like, close the coffin when you sleep. God. And I show my husband, I'm like, can we get these? And he's like, no. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't do dark at, like, bars or clubs.
Okay.
First of all, that's dangerous. Like, you never know who's in those shadows or like who's had too much to drink or whatever. But second of all, that's not my thing. Like, I would like to be able to see who I'm there with and who I'm around, and
I guess,
you know, all of that.
But that's also assuming you're a people person, though.
I mean,
whereas to me, it's like, I will stay home, like, if given the opportunity. Like,
I'll pour me a big old glass of wine at home.
See, I'm not a drinker, but, like, mango juice, I will take all the mango juice.
I'm maybe too much of a drinker. You know, you start to drink, you start to go out and do these things, and then eventually you're like, I didn't used to be able to drink this much and be able to drive. I didn't used to be able to drink this much and be able to function as a normal human being in society. I don't drive while drunk, by the way. I'm always DD.
Disclaimer, saying, he does not drive drunk.
That's feel in my mind that I could be okay to drive if I absolutely had to.
See, and that's how people die.
Yeah, but you're like, I did not used to be able to walk straight after drinking this much. I don't know if I should be proud of myself or ashamed of myself.
Disappointed or proud, or slightly both.
Yeah, my brother, that guy, he can put down some alcohol. That man used to drink bottles by himself a night.
Yeah, that's not good.
Or split them sometimes. Yeah, it was bad. He's good now. Like,
so what kind of drunk are you then?
haven't been drunk in ages. I stay away from being drunk.
Well, when you were drunk.
I don't think you really need to get drunk when you drink. I mean, sometimes it just happens and it's fun.
That wasn't
whatever.
the question.
But
yeah. What kind of drunk are you, sir?
I don't get angry or anything weird like that. Like I just want to do things. Like I'm like, let's go do this, let's go do this, let's go do this, let's go do this. Like I just want to get hyper. I guess I don't know.
Hyper.
Like I just want to do stuff. Like I get daring. I guess like.
It's called liquid courage for a reason.
I'll drink to that.
Liquid courage.
Yeah. My brother is, he used to be. He's getting better now. He's learning how to drink socially, all that stuff. But I mean, he went through some stuff. But he's good. He's just. Yeah. He used to be. People will come up to me now and be like, "Dang, your brother can drink a lot. He's crazy." I'm like,
"Yep."
Okay, you say so.
Oh man.
I mean, if he can walk out of the bar by himself and drive home, like, okay, that's good. He does that all the time now, though. Like, he's good. Like, he can do that. But he used to. I mean, he used to not even go to bars. Like, he would go get plastered at a party or someone's house or something, and then wake up on their floor or something. I think also, though, it's a lot easier to stay sober when you're out, like at a club or a bar, because you don't want to, like, embarrass yourself and be drunk in front of everybody.
Yeah, unless that's what you're into. Getting drunk and
embarrassing some of these girls here in Texas facing tequila, like, whatever, and taking their clothes off and being all ghetto and trashy, they don't care about nothing.
I don't care about nothing.
Like Creed, you don't give an F about nothing. If you're like Meredith, there's a problem.
Is there a problem now?
Orange Vajuska. I want to try Scotch with Splenda. Like Michael Scott had. Tastes like Splenda, get you drunk like Scotch. Yuck. That's what I want to try. I think that'd be.
Do you like Splenda? Splenda?
I've never tried Splenda.
Oh.
I would just do it for the sake of the thing.
Yuck.
For the. Yeah, I guess I'm a daring drunk. I don't know. I haven't been drunk in years. I mean, like a year and some change. I was drinking. Do you guys know Maker's Mark whiskey? Maker's Mark. Top tier whiskey. That whiskey is so good. But my family's had a couple of, nights where you drink a little too much, and there's been some people get uppity on whiskey.
Yeah.
So that's happened a couple times, and I drank whiskey on my birthday's March 16th, right? So I drank whiskey that.
Happy late birthday.
Thank you. Not this past birthday, but the birthday before. Okay. I was drinking whiskey. That Maker's Mark whiskey, right? My brother was my brother there? No, my brother was not there. Antonio was there. His girlfriend was there. My ex was there with me. We were slamming Maker's whiskey, man. Going for it. I'm talking shot, throw up, shot. Like going for it, man. Going for it. And I think we were also smoking some dope. I don't remember. I don't think we were smoking dope. I think we were smoking Black and Milds. I don't remember. We were smoking something, right? Okay. It wasn't crack, I'll tell you that. One step away, but no. I'm just kidding. But no. So yeah, and there ended up being a point where like we were all drinking so much, and she like you just do things, right? So I tickled her at some point. Like so I sat on the floor and she sat in the chair because I gave her the chair, right? Mm-hmm. And she had her legs like swung over this way, right? And we were sitting in a circle, so I was sitting next to her right here, and I like poked her or something, reached over and poked her, and she kicked me in the face, like some kind of reaction, and just blew up my lip, just smashed my lip into my teeth. It was bloody. I was spitting out blood.
Yuck.
And, like, for some reason, like, as soon as she did that, like my reaction was like whatever. So I got her in the leg, whatever, and got myself into a little bit of trouble with that. You know how those things go. They're always one-sided. You know.
Yeah.
There's always two sides to every story.
I don't know. I think there's 3.
Well, yeah. Okay. 3.
Yours, mine, and the truth.
Yeah.
Yep.
But also being a man in that position, it's always a losing
game. Yep.
Yeah. So that's a thing to get out of. But I stopped drinking that whiskey for a whole year, and I haven't been drunk since. So I'll drink to that.
As you continuously get closer to
getting
drunk.
This is the first cup of mixed drink that I've had.
This is his 6th cup. He's lying.
You can literally watch the footage.
I know. Oh my goodness.
I also just might be that I can handle more liquor now than I could then. So
that's fair.
Oh, that's fair.
That's fair.
Oh, man. What kind of drunk are you?
Angry. Extraordinarily angry and violent.
Does it matter which liquor you drink?
No. Doesn't matter if it's a frou-frou drink or not.
A lot of people get angry off gin and whiskey. Those are usually the angry ones. Tequila is usually the horny one. And vodka is too. Vodka is like the crazy one.
Yeah, I'm just straight up angry and violent.
Oh my gosh. I've never been an angry drunk like that. My brother, like, he can get uppity if he piss him off to that point, but he can handle himself for a long time. I've never been wine drunk, actually.
You've never been what?
Wine drunk. Drunk off wine. I've heard that's different. I've heard that's
really... It's different because you're a whole new level of, like, sophistication unlocked.
You're, like, drinking it with your pinky.
Yeah, the pinky's
swirling
out.
It in there.
Yeah, thinking about the deep questions. How you've got fingertips but not toe tips.
Technically, I guess you do.
Well, I know, but it's called fingertips. It's not called toe tips, yet you can tiptoe, but you can't tip finger, or what it's called. I have not been drinking. Disclaimer. It's just my stupid thoughts.
As you have a shot glass in frame.
It's empty. It's because I already drank it. No.
Oh my gosh. This podcast is just jumping around. This is just a conversation. I guess there's no specific path anymore. But
there never was.
We were talking about liquor and alcohol. Yep. So I went strawberry picking and sunflower picking a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And I had so good. It was so good. This blueberry wine. And I had strawberry wine. Reminded me of that song, Strawberry Wine. You know that song?
Nope.
17.
Nope. I have no idea. Sorry.
So good. Oh, I don't like dry wines at all. I can't do dry wine.
Really?
I can only do the sweet ones. And I don't particularly love red wines.
I think blush wines.
I don't think I've ever tried that. I've tried red and white.
Then white, then red.
Are okay. I don't know. I like champagne a lot. I can drink some champagne.
I don't like champagne.
Really?
Yeah, it's got like a weird aftertaste for me.
Yeah, I mean it does, but so does all liquor. Liquor? I hardly know her. Yeah.
That's what she said. Oh my gosh.
That was from The Office too, when they're during the safety training one.
Yep.
When they're down there, he's like, Baylor, I hardly know her. Damn it, Michael, pay attention. And he does that to Charles Minor too. When she's like, Pam calls him on the thing to his office, and she's like, Charles Minor's here to see you. And he's like, Minor? I hardly know her. And it's Idris Elba. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love when Dwight's like trying to like make Jim look stupid. And he's talking about, because Jim said he plays soccer or whatever.
Yeah.
And Dwight's like, oh, is that right? Maybe you'll play after work. And he's like, Idris Elba, Charles Minor, he's like, great idea, Dwight. So dumb.
Man.
And that's when he kicks the ball to Jim, and Jim like ducks, and it whacks Phyllis in the face. She's like, oh.
I remember that. He gets mad at him for ducking, and it's like, no.
Why would you duck, Jim? Why would you duck?
Yeah, and then Dwight's like, yeah, Jim, why would you duck? Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Is there any liquor that you haven't tried?
I don't think so.
I haven't tried Everclear or Absinthe, but those are like the hardest score. I've tried vodka, gin, whiskey, tequila, all of that.
Okay.
But I don't like tequila. Tequila is disgusting. Tequila makes me throw up every single time. I can't hold it. My stomach won't hold it.
Not a fan.
You know what they say? Tequila makes your clothes fall off.
Never heard that saying.
It's a song.
Oh. Never heard that song.
Makes her clothes fall off. There's also another song, When She Drinks Tequila.
Yep, I don't know that one either.
Or was it When I Drink Tequila? When I taste tequila.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
That one's just about tequila was her favorite drink, so every time he tastes tequila, he thinks of her.
Okay. It's funny to think we got on this whole topic because you're talking about your pina colada tattoo.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've ever actually tried a pina colada. Actually, you know what? I have on the cruise. I went on a cruise.
Pina coladas are the best drink ever.
Have you ever tried a Miami Vice?
Mm-mm.
It's a strawberry daiquiri mixed with a pina colada.
Then yes, I have had that.
Oh, it's fire.
I love strawberry daiquiris.
I had that on the beach in Mexico.
Ooh. Strawberry daiquiris are good, but like pina coladas. I made a pina colada cheesecake actually. Ooh. So good.
You said that earlier.
Yeah. Oh, but I didn't tell you what it was.
Oh.
So like it was a coconut-based cheesecake. So like the actual cheesecake was flavored coconut, and then I made a pineapple custard to go on top, toasted coconut pushed up the sides, and then it had rum flavored whipped cream and cherries on top.
That's the other one I've tried. Rum.
Good.
Rum goes hard. But rum
is my favorite for baking.
Rum is very light for a liquor. It goes down like water. H2O. It is not good. I mean, yeah, no. My dad bought like this thing of Kraken, like a crate of little 350 milliliter bottles of Kraken, and that went pretty quickly, and you don't feel nothing. You're like, this is not healthy. I'm not gonna keep drinking these because. What was that?
You're gonna get like full on.
That did not sound like
waste.
English. You say. Yeah, I had that in Mexico. I took a cruise. So good. Mexico. I went to Jamaica, I went to Mexico, and I went to the Caribbean.
Isn't that like the basic cruise though? That like goes out of like the
You
Gulf?
can't take much else out of Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to take a cruise to Hawaii. That'd be super fun. And I'd like to take pina colada in Hawaii. That's the dream right there.
That's the dream. You can die after that. Right after you get like chokehold through the table. Like.
Yep. You know what? You know what the real dream is though?
Tell me.
I would like to go to Florida with Florida Stanley.
Okay, I guess that's a valid dream. And drive in his car with the windows down and.
We want to go out for a little dancing, maybe some cocktails. A Hawaiian shirt. All
Isn't it like Jim in the car with him or something like that?
Yeah.
He's like sliding down. He's like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Go out for some cocktails, a little dancing. Yeah, that's the dream right there. I would like to take an Alaskan cruise too, though. I think that'd be cool.
I want to too. My brother-in-law, he actually has property up in Alaska. So I want to go up there. Yeah.
Jamaica was fun.
Yeah?
Just like you think. Just like you think.
Really?
Oh, man. Oh, man. They were token over there. They were.
My gosh.
Oh, man. It was... I was like, nope, I'm not going to get arrested on international waters for having drugs.
Yeah, but, thank you.
Oh, man. They were offering you everywhere you go. You smoke the ganja, man. You smoke, man. Yep. And
No
also,
man.
no man. Everywhere they were playing Bob Marley. Buffalo Soldier, we're at one love. Oh,
Yeah.
Bob Marley goes hard. And Shaggy. You know Shaggy? Uh, you're my darling angel.
Yes.
Closer than my peeps you are to me. Baby. Yeah. And he also sings what was the other one? Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom floor.
Yep, I know.
Got me red-handed, banging with the girl next door.
You are gonna make a clip of all your voice singing, right? Please.
I can try.
That would be fantastic. It would make my life, please.
It would make your life.
It would make my life.
You know, I think the moment that I was living life to the fullest, I was in the bar, drinking it up, and they started playing they did live music, and he was singing, people say I got a drinking problem, but I ain't got no problem drinking at all. Everybody was all drinking, going for it. Top tier moment of my life. I said, I'll drink to that. Pour them up.
I'm gonna think of top tier moments for me.
Pina Colada in Mexico was up, or Miami Vice in Mexico, pretty up there. Pretty up there.
One memory that comes to mind, very different from yours.
I went after you. Go for it.
No, you're good. Like top tier moments is we've got a lake right next to our house, and we bought some kayaks last year, and so one of my favorite memories that I have is we had kayaked out into the water on the 4th of July.
Oh, kayaking.
And we sat in the kayaks, and we were surrounded by fireworks.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it was so cool. And like for like 2 hours, we sat there on the water, and you could see the reflection of the fireworks all throughout the water, and we're just completely surrounded.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It was awesome. So like that's probably like one of my favorite memories. And I told my husband, I was like, "Okay, this is I
wish I could have taken a picture of that.
Thing we have to do. I have pictures.
But I'm talking about like from the shore with the tripod, do some long exposure, get all the lights go. Oh,
yes. Yeah, but that's probably like current favorite memory that like comes to my mind.
The one I was going to tell you about was so I was talking about my friend Jordan. I spent a lot of time with him, right? So we went hiking at Enchanted Rock. You know where that is? Yep,
we're going there Tuesday.
It's so good. Oh, I love Enchanted Rock. Is so fun. So it's me and him and this chick that he invited. Her name was Sabrina. Something. Her name was Sabrina, right? Okay. And so we climbed this rock, and we went later in the day, which was like the best choice we've ever made in our lives. So we hike up there. It starts. You can feel it getting dark. Like you can see whatever. So we go, and on the top there's this like giant crater, and it's filled with water. So it's basically like a lake. Yeah. But a little smaller, right? So. We go over there, and there's these other people, like 5 other people, 3 girls and 2 dudes, sitting around it, and they're our age. And they ask us to take a picture of them, so we do. And they take a picture of us and whatever. And then we sit there. We go there and sit there with them, and we're all just talking and laughing, having fun, eating trail mix and beef jerky and whatever. And
all the good stuff.
We watch the sunset go down over the rock.
Oh, that would be really cool.
And like reflect off the little lake thing, and it was just something else. Texas sunsets.
I always tell people that because like in Utah, like they are not the same.
Oh no. Like, also though, when you're up like that high, there's like no fog or any smog or anything. Yeah. That's top tier right there. That's top tier.
Oh man.
We've almost beat the record.
Okay.
We've almost beat it.
I have another story to tell you. But speaking of moms, it reminded me. So, I got my wisdom teeth out, I think, like a couple months ago.
So did I.
Oh, my gosh. I was interesting. I was high for, 6 hours?
Oh, my gosh. Did they give you codeine?
10 hours.
Did they give you codeine? Codeine pills?
No. I was, full on put under.
Oh, and yeah, they put you under, but then when they send you home, did they give you codeine pills?
Oh, they didn't give me
They gave me codeine pills, and, I was soaring. Oh my gosh, man.
Oh man. But yeah, so I got my wisdom teeth out, and I was high for 10 hours after the fact. And that was just from the initial being put under. I was high for 10 hours. But
you must not do drugs very often. Okay.
That's a different story for another podcast. So, I was sitting there and like I had come out from like the whatever anesthesia or whatever, and so like we're talking and I was like, oh, let's call my mom, and my husband's like, oh, well, first we need to go pick up our son, and I was like shocked that I had a son, and like apparently I didn't like his name, and I was like, oh, what's his name? My husband's like, oh, his name is Bjorn, and I was like, oh, and he's like, what's wrong with that? And I was like, I don't like that. Can I call him Steven? And so, like, in my mind, like, my son was Steven, like, the entire time I was high. But, like, the thing I was gonna say is that, like, yeah, we gotta go pick up my son, or our son from my parents' house. And I was like, aw, you've got parents, too? Congratulations! So anytime I talk about, like, someone else's parents, like, that's the thought that comes to my mind. I'm like, oh, congratulations, you've got parents, too. But, oh man, it was a full-on, like, acid trip, it felt like, so.
I've never been on acid, so I couldn't tell you.
Don't recommend it.
I've never done psychedelics. I've only drank and smoked weed. But I don't even care for weed. Like, it. Oh, man. It takes a lot for me to get high, first of all. Yeah. So it's, like, not even worth it at that point. And it's also, like it's not special to me. Like, I don't feel like I have to be high. Like, it's just, yeah, doesn't really matter that
Don't
much.
recommend it. Yeah, but I was definitely really high right after I got my teeth out, and my husband got like 10 minutes of footage of me just like saying all kinds of like random stuff, and like at one point I had like slumped down to the floor and was like moping on the floor and like because I wanted to play video games, and I told my husband beforehand, I was like, okay, like you can't let me play games because I have no idea what I'm gonna say to my friends, like it just no. And so like I remember I like moped down and like sloped onto the floor, and I was like crying, and I'm like, you're so mean to me, won't let me play games.
What do you play on?
Xbox.
Oh, so do I have Xbox.
Why aren't we friends on Xbox? I mean,
you've never sent me a message in.
I didn't know you played Xbox.
I'm talking about for anything ever. Like
what do you mean?
Any kind of hey, how's it going or anything.
I've said how are you going? Yes,
how are you going? You said how are you going?
How are you going? How are you doing? Hold on. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm gonna find these messages. You just wait. Hold on. I'm doing all right. It's been a hot minute since we've talked. How are you doing? What's new with you? No, this was May 17th.
Of what year?
This year.
Yeah, so that was...
No. Yeah, it was.
Exactly.
Oh no, but I swear I've messaged you on, like, your Facebook or something. Garrett.
Maybe you commented something.
I feel like I've asked you how you're doing. That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I hesitate so much to post stuff on
I'm going to find something,
Facebook
and I'm going to
nowadays.
screenshot it, and I'm going to send it to you and be like, yo, look at this.
People are such pansies.
No, but don't take it personally. Like,
oh, I don't care. I think I still have your phone number.
Do you? Is it the same phone number? Let me see.
I don't know who JADA that is.
No, that's my old number.
Oh.
No.
Text it, see what happens.
Do it. Like, hello, is this JADA?
I'm just going to say, hey, how's it going?
There you go. Oh, that's my old number. I'll have to give you my new one. Yeah, I changed it after high school because a bunch of, like, psycho people.
I've never changed my number.
Tried to keep contacting me, so.
I've never changed my number ever. I've had the same number for years since I was 9.
Then do I still have you? I don't know now.
I wouldn't even know how to go about changing my number if I wanted to.
Garrett. Nope. I don't have your number. I'm sorry. Just have to get it after, and then we can be Xbox friends. What games do you play?
What? Oh, Xbox friends. I mean, I don't game that much. I like to play GTA a lot. I think that's really fun.
GTA
really
5?
Stupid. Yeah.
That's the best one.
Yeah. I play Hitman. I like Hitman a lot. I think that's really fun.
I think my husband's played that one. Yeah, he's played that one.
I want to get the second one. I want to play it, but I haven't got to yet. And the third one. But I only played the first one like 6 times too. But it's so fun because you could just do it different every single time. And it's just, I don't know. I think it's super cool. I think it's fun. I've Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. That's really fun.
Do you play Warzone though?
I have Warzone, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna play Warzone. That's my favorite game. Yeah. Like I am full on addicted. Like I've actually played. Do you know who Queen Eliminator is? Oh. Okay, I'll have to show you. But like she's like a famous streamer, and so like we actually were in one of her lobbies. Oh wow! And so we actually got a dub off of her, so we won. A dub. Sorry, Warzone speak. Sorry. We got a dub. We won, and it was just really cool. And she's like, "Oh, good game," and we're like, crap, that's Queen Eliminator. And so we went and looked up her stream after the fact. And we're like, oh my gosh, we're on her stream. So like total fangirl. It was
that
really
game
cool.
is sometimes that game is so ridiculous. Like you drop down and you're like just instantly killed. You're just like, you're like,
the game is ridiculously broken for sure. But I'm addicted, like full on, like talking about drinking, drugs, addiction, whatever. Warzone is my addiction. Just ask my husband. He's nodding.
Better than any other addiction you could have, I suppose.
Maybe.
My brothers play Fortnite. I've never been into Fortnite.
I don't like Fortnite.
It's kind of lame.
My brother and my dad play it. Well, one of my brothers.
I used to play Lego games all the time.
Same. Lego Star Wars? Yes!
I still have it over there. Lego Star Wars, Lego Indiana Jones.
You know they got the mobile version, right? Of the Lego Star Wars? Oh. Yep. Ooh, it's the same thing, and you've got like the little controller on the side. Yeah. I love it. It's great.
Just remember, you talk about like the Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
Yeah, I just remember playing that game. You know, going into the cantina. Oh my gosh, that was such a good game.
Oh the way gosh, I know. Anytime you hit him with like a like sword or something, or then the pieces, lightsaber,
all the little studs.
I know, and they like disintegrate into like the little like whatever like little Lego pieces. Yep. Yeah.
And when you get the true like
Jedi,
the
thing at the end, and then it's like.
When you get the true Jedi. It's like,
yep, and then like the freaking like stoplight looking thing. Yep.
Yeah, all the mini kits you would get.
Yep.
And then spinning.
I know, because people are gonna like see this and be like, "What the hell are they talking?"
It was cool because they were different in every Lego game too. Like True Jedi, True Believer, True Adventurer was Indiana Jones. It was pretty cool.
It's really cool.
Did you play Lego Indiana Jones?
I did not. I've only ever really played the Lego Batman a little bit, and then Lego Star Wars.
Lego Batman was awful.
Garbage.
Awful. So I played all Lego Star Wars though. They're really, really good. There's little tiny characters like Yoda and like little Anakin.
They're so dang cute.
They're like little.
I loved it. Like even like when they came out, they made like the little Lego figures like to match the ones that were actually in like the Lego Star Wars game. Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that was great.
So you had mentioned Switch. What games do you play on the Switch?
Oh, I don't even have a Switch.
Oh. Well, you should get a Switch and play Breath of the Wild.
Play what?
Breath of the Wild. It's like the newest Zelda game.
Oh. I don't think I've ever played a Zelda game.
I have never played any of the other Zeldas, but I played this one. It's open world, really fun. You know I just catch butterflies for like 3 hours and then I kind of give up. So.
You know what I used to play?
What?
I used to play Ratchet and Clank. That was a good one. Crash.
Oh my gosh,
that was a
Crash.
good one.
I remember that one. That was on sale on Xbox like 2 weeks ago. It was like $5 or something.
Pitfall Harry.
I haven't heard of that one.
Pitfall. Anybody know Pitfall? Pitfall was fire. I remember playing like Dig Dug and
and like
Space Invaders and Galaga and all those. You know.
Did you ever play Spyro?
I never got into that one. No, I never played Spyro.
They just remastered like the original trilogy.
Street Fighter.
I never played that one.
My dad is like a professional Street Fighter. Dude, he goes hard. Like hard, this man. Oh, man. Dude, I'll go into the living room sometimes. He has the big old controller with the joystick and the.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
whoa. I'm sorry. What was he like?
Just like that. Dude, it's like he's like ripping the stick around and smashing all these buttons. I'm like, Whoa. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Do your thing, guy.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
That sometimes he'll like play online and he'll just like he'll go one at a time and everybody wants to beat him. He'll beat everybody and then people just leave because they don't want to play him anymore because they just lose, and it's like, so he'll just be sitting there like by himself and he's like, nobody wants to play anymore. I'm like
That hurts.
I'm like, dang. Sorry about that.
Poor Dad. Oh, poor Dad.
I play Skate too. Skate 3. That game's pretty fun. It's a skateboarding game. It's just it's like the best skateboarding game there is. It's super good. It's pretty cool. That one's fun. I used to play the wrestling games a lot, like WWE games. Those were so fun, dude. Oh man, like because it wasn't fake. Like you would like just deck dudes in the face and just like
What
slam
are you
them on
talking
their head.
about?
on
WWE is
concrete.
not fake. We talked about this.
It's not scripted, okay. Dude, like drop them on their head on the concrete, like smash them in the face with a chair or something. They're like bleeding everywhere. Like,
oh my goodness.
Those were good games. Yeah. I said Dig Dug, right? Dig Dug was fun. Pac-Man, you know.
Yep. You should have been Pac-Man for sure.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, Pac-Man, and then I loved Sonic, and then I
the
loved
Hedgehog.
like Mario, and then like I loved the mashup that they did was like the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Oh yeah. Did you ever play the Wii?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
Mario and Sonic Olympic
I
Games
still have
was
Wii.
my jam. I would always be Eggman, and I would get 10 out of 10 on trampoline.
The
Hands
Wii
down,
was
every time.
something else. I always like to play like the Wii Sports. Oh my gosh.
I like that
Dude,
one.
when you'd bowl and you'd go behind you and they do the jump turn thing. The golf was always fun to do. Like those were chill games. Like
Yeah, I like
peaceful.
this. What was
Tennis.
it? Like the resort one? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Wii
talking
Sports
about?
Resort, yeah.
Yep, I like that one.
we had the Wii Fitness thingamajig with the board thing that you would stand on.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Yeah, crazy stuff there.
I know. I
also used to play. What's that guy's name? What's his name? The character's name is Dirk. It's
Dirt.
Dragon Slayer.
I don't think I've played that one at all.
Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair.
That was a good one. That game was fun. Yeah. And then I also played Grab by the Ghoulies. That was a fun one. That one was impossible to beat. Never could beat that. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Ooh.
I played that one.
That
Was
was
it, wait,
so
wasn't
hard.
that like a skateboarding game?
Oh yeah, Wee Man was in it. Bam Margera was in it.
Okay. I think I
All of them were in it. Steve-O was in it, I'm pretty sure. He's back there. He's like, Oh, man. So hard. That game was so good. Oh, man. Like, the tricks were, like, ridiculous. Like, you just hit the X button, and you whoosh, like this quadruple flip. Then you could, like, spin on fire hydrants for some reason. You're, whoosh. You're like, what the heck?
Oh, my gosh.
The music was fire in it. Oh, man. Going down, down, down in a burning ring of fire. Oh my gosh.
Peak music.
Peak. I tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't really play video games like that. Like
Well,
I'll hop on it once in a while.
you hop on and play Warzone.
I mean, I will if you text me.
Yeah, I'll harass you.
Hop on.
I'll harass you. Like, yo, you dirty
have one of those
slut,
headsets
get
with
out of
the-
here. I'm not an idiot. No.
Cat ear thing.
I hate gamer girls. Like, it's like, it's like, I hate people that work at the bank. Shh, I work at the bank.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I hate gamer girls. And it's like, oh no.
Like how high your bars went when you like put your mask on. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know. I hate the stigma between like gamer girls, and I've had
Yeah.
like a couple people like reach out because like I do a bunch of like tournaments for Warzone.
Yeah.
And it's like I've done pretty well. I've got a pretty decent KD and whatnot, and so it's like I've had a couple people. It's like, hey, if you ever want to stream, like hit me up. Like I can help set you up for
Yeah.
things. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that because like I just think of like the regular streamer girls, and I'm like, I don't want to be
Yeah.
associated with you.
Have
in
you
any
ever,
way, shape, or form.
have you ever made like a gaming kind of cake?
I have not,
Like a Mario cake? That'd be cool.
but I should.
That'd be cool.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Okay, I'll have to make
Think
one.
you could
and
do
then,
like the
take a
Rainbow
picture.
Road?
That would be absurd. Oh my gosh.
Or like one of the mushrooms?
I could do that.
Or you could do a Princess Peach one, but peach flavored.
You do that. Peaches and cream, you know? we got something going here.
Just like that. What was the other one? I played there's this game called Dead Rising. It was pretty fun. It's just a zombie apocalypse game. It's like, but it's like completely free roam. So you just like run around just destroying zombies.
I hate zombies.
That's how you take out your anger. You're just whoosh.
My hands will start sweating. Like, I hate zombies. Like,
It's not any
worst...
jump scares or anything like that.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Like, there's zombies in the game. It doesn't matter. Like...
You don't play Call of Duty Zombies then?
No.
Oh,
I don't play the zombies.
That's like
I didn't get Cold War because of the zombies, and I'm not going to play Black Ops because of the zombies.
That's like the best.
Nope.
Oh my
Like, my hands, like, look at them. They're, like, starting to glisten. Like, I hate zombies. They make me sweat.
They do a good job with the zombies in Call of Duty, though. Like, the way they scream. It's so crazy. But I love those kind of games where you have to survive rounds like that. So, like, okay, so in Modern Warfare 2, they have it where it's people, though.
Yeah.
That's so fun. I love that so much. Do you have Modern Warfare 2?
No, but I've watched other people play. I know, I'm sorry, I don't have it.
We could have definitely went in on some guys on that game. We could have.
Yeah, no, the only one I play is Warzone. That's it, sorry.
Warzone. Warzone. I haven't played it in a few, but it's good. I like it. It's better than Fortnite.
I'll text you the day before because there's like been quite a few massive updates. Like they updated the map and everything.
Oh wow, better than Fortnite though. I'll say that much.
Anything's better than Fortnite.
I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather play Tetris than Fortnite. Tetris.
See, anything's better than Fortnite.
Tetris. Have you ever played Portal? You know what Portal is? Portal is fun. That's like it can be like a 2-player game where you got to work together and you got to like shoot these portals and then you go through and come out the other side and kind of like get out of these puzzles. Oh man, that's so fun. And then there's a game called Overcooked, which is a 2-player game as well where you like cook meals but you have to work together. Like you each have to have a position. If you fail, like it's so fun. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's fun. Oh, those are good games. Remember Cool Math? Back in the day.
Oh, Cool Math games. That's how you get to Pop Tropica.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so funny story about Pop Tropica. So you know how they use like the Flash player for like Pop Tropica, and so like I was sitting on the couch and me and my husband were talking, and he said, "Oh yeah, like you know Pop Tropica's like no longer a thing," and I was like, "Yeah, it is." And he's like, "No, they got rid of Flash player." And so Pop Tropica's not a thing anymore. And I started crying. And he's like laughing at me because he thought I was faking it. I was like, no, I don't think you understand how devastated I am that Pop Tropica's not a thing. And he's sitting there like dying laughing. And I'm like, no, this is serious. I can't play Pop Tropica. But it turns out like they actually updated everything and you can play it but without the Flash player. So it's just really funny, but like I was full on in tears, like I was raccoon face. I was like, I can't play Pop Tropica anymore. But yeah, but my husband definitely laughed at me for that one.
I would have too.
I was devastated. Okay.
Man, childhood. Remember like doing what would they call those specials in elementary school? Like the classes were called specials, so you'd go to math links, or you go to PE, or you go to art.
Oh,
or you go to
yes. I remember.
Man, those were the days.
I freaking loved PE in elementary. Like it was the best.
PE was something else.
And like the fitness gram pacer test.
The fitness gram pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test.
PTSD right there. Yeah,
it progressively gets harder as you go on.
I saw a meme one time, and it's like, if you could say anything to everyone on Earth, like, what would you say? And they would hear it in their head, and someone was like, the fitness gram pacer test was blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, no, that would be awful.
Then you'd have to do the sit-ups, too, and then the push-ups.
I know. Up.
Up, down, 1, up, down, 2.
Oh, my gosh. That's
up,
like...
down.
I feel like I would have a dream where I'm stuck in a constant loop of that, and you just have to do that over and over and over again. Gosh. That would be awful. No, thank you.
No.
Give your brain good ideas for future nightmare.
There's always those kids that would run like 70 laps.
I know.
Like the last kid going for it, and you're like, dude.
And give up.
Stop. Like, nobody else is out there with you.
Try hard.
Like, why?
Oh my gosh.
I could do a lot of sit-ups, though.
I could do a lot of sit-ups, but the push-ups, I'm a weenie.
Oh, push-ups were not fun.
Was a weenie.
But they let you guys do the girl ones.
They did?
Yeah.
I wasn't a part of that. I feel gypped. I could have done more. I was allowed to do the girl push-ups.
Yeah.
That's stupid. Whatever, it's fine. Not bitter.
Oh my gosh. School. Man. Getting old quick.
I know. That's disgusting.
I miss some stuff. I miss field trips. That was one of the things I missed a lot.
I don't know. I'm an adult. I can go on a field trip whenever I want.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in like high school, like getting on the bus with all your friends.
I hated high school. You couldn't pay me enough to relive it.
Thanks.
I hate you, Garrett. That's why I'm here. No, I definitely made a lot of like good friends and good memories, but just overall the experience, like I don't think I would be able to come out of it alive. Like
yeah.
And like
not even knowing what you know now, or having the maturity you have now compared to what you did then.
I mean, I don't know if it would necessarily make
like if you could go back now as you are now, like not be that.
I would probably kill myself. I don't want to live that. I'm sorry. Even if I know what I knew, I'd be like knew what I knew now. I'd be like, oh, this is gonna happen, and I don't want to be a part of this. No, it would be awful. I'd just be like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I've done everything I needed to. I'm done. Bye. No.
Oh my gosh.
It would be a living hell. Like, that would be a nightmare in itself, is trying to do that.
Yeah. My brother's homeschooled now, so. My little brother, yeah, so they won't get to experience any of that. Unless he goes to high school publicly, but
Maybe.
he's in private school right now.
Okay.
So. I don't know. I don't know that I would have ever liked private school.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like now it's hard to meet people as it is. Like, outside of school. Like, so there's no school. You don't go to school every single day. I work driving around every single day.
Yeah, you just don't meet people.
How am I supposed to meet someone unless I
Tinder.
grow some balls and go talk to someone, like, in the Walmart?
In the Walmart.
But nowadays, these girls are being like, why are you coming on to me? Why are you like, I literally say, okay. Well, they'll be like, rape. I'm like, okay.
Okay, bye. See ya.
Have a good one. I guess going to the bar, though, maybe I could meet something. I don't know.
Maybe.
I want to get married so bad.
Yeah?
Yeah. So bad.
Well, I can tell you one thing about marriage. It's better than you think it is.
Thank you. That made me feel better.
I don't know. I've always told my friends, like, it's like a constant sleepover with your best friend. Like, it really is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, the first week we were married, and, like, we would stay up all night just giggling. Just, like, telling each other funny stuff. And people were like, that's not, like, why you stay up all night. And I'm like, I know. It's just he's my best friend, okay? And it was just funny because we would just sit there and we'd giggle. And, like, we were, like, staying over at someone's house. Oh, it was his parents' house. And the next morning, his brother comes up to us and he's like, you guys were up all night long. And my mother-in-law was like, oh, you guys were up all night. And we're like, no, that's not what that is. And then Knight's like, you guys wouldn't shut up. And my mother-in-law, like, just like we're saying this, like, her face is getting more and more white as we're telling this. And Knight's like, you guys wouldn't stop giggling. And then that's kind of when she was like, what? You wouldn't stop giggling. But it was just funny because, like, the first, like, week we just wouldn't shut up and we wouldn't stop giggling because we're hilarious.
Yeah. I also want a kid really bad too.
Oh.
Not
Don't let
alone or
someone trick you
anything.
into that.
But I mean, I told you I've been stepdad before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids are great and they're horrible at the same time. They're the cutest freaking little thing ever, but they can be monsters.
Oh, yeah.
God made them cute for a reason.
We have beat the record, by the way. We're going to make 3 hours. We're going to make 3 hours.
3 hours, baby. I'm sorry you've had to talk to me for
Lord,
3 hours.
I mean, we haven't talked to each other in years on years on years, so I expected it to be
3 hours worth of content
This
of talking
is going
and
to
catching
be
up.
awful to edit, though. This is going
I'm
to
so
be.
sorry. We can end it.
I'm going to be sitting in front of the. No, I don't. I mean, this will go up on Wednesday, so I have days to upload it. My uploads are Wednesday and Saturday. Okay. Oh, you know what we could do? I could break this in.
Break what in?
So I got these things for a new segment here.
Okay.
It's basically just trivia. Just random fun trivia.
Okay, trivia. Let's go as fast as we can. Let's go. I'm ready.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. We'll start with an easy one. What is the unit used to measure spice?
Which ones? There's tablespoons. Like, are you talking about like metric system or like?
No, like distance is measured in feet. Temperature is measured in degrees.
Oh,
what is spice measured in?
Milliliters? I don't know.
Scovilles.
Is what?
Scovilles.
Scovilles. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Let's see. What is the seventh planet from the sun?
My mother made me. My very ignorant mother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know.
It's Uranus.
Failed me. Uranus.
You remember Drake and Josh when they're on the phone call and trying to win the tickets, and he has to name the whatever planet from the sun, and they start singing the song. First Mercury, then. And they're all singing.
Wait, how does it go? It's like my very eager mother. Do you remember?
No, I was never taught that.
About?
No.
I don't know.
Let's see. Can you name all 7 dwarves from Snow White?
Doc, Dopey, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, Happy, and I don't know the last one.
Grumpy.
Oh. Crumpy.
Let's see. What year did Facebook launch?
2003.
2004.
I was gonna say 2004.
Let's see. How long is a fortnight?
48 hours? 24 hours?
14 days.
2 weeks. Oh, yeah, because I remember Wallow, he said, I haven't seen you in a hell of fortnight. I remember now. Dang it.
How many red stripes are on the American flag?
6. I don't know. No, 13.
7.
7.
There's probably 13 in total. 7 red and 6 white.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
I need to go home and go to bed.
What does the R stand for on the rating of a movie? Like rated R. What does the R mean?
Real good.
No. It is restricted. Real good.
That's what my father-in-law said.
What type qualifies as a universal donor?
O negative.
Yep. Universal donor. Remember when Dwight says that?
Yes.
A universal donor. How many zodiac signs are there?
I don't know. I don't believe in it because it's stupid.
I don't either.
9.
12.
Oh.
You got to get one of these right before we end this. You're gonna go through my whole list.
I did. I got one of them right.
Oh, negative. Yeah, you got that right.
Negative. I got one right.
Which country produces the most coffee in the world?
I just learned this. Because there's 2 answers. There's one per, like, capita or whatever, and then there's another one for, like, overall because of the population. Because per capita, it's Brazil, and then overall population, I think it's
Brazil, yeah, per capita.
No, but there's one that beats...
But that's not on here.
Okay.
But if you know it, you can say it, I guess.
Okay, it's Brazil.
Okay. How many ribs are in a human body? It's supposed to be in a human body.
On both sides?
How many ribs total are in
8. I don't know.
24. My God. Okay. I bet you can get this one. What is the smallest breed of dog?
Smallest breed of dog?
Mm-hmm.
Chihuahua?
Yes. Okay. Let's see. True or false? A moose is a type of deer.
False.
True.
Oh.
The largest, actually. What was the first toy to be advertised on television?
Toy car? Barbie?
Mr. Potato Head.
Oh.
Let's see. What is the tiny piece at the end of a shoelace called?
Aglet.
Yeah. You know where I learned that from?
Phineas and
Phineas and
Ferb.
Ferb. A-G-L-E-T.
Aglet.
Aglet. A-G-L-E-T. Don't forget it. We're going to tie the world together. The Statue of Liberty was given to the U.S. by which country?
France.
Okay. There you go. You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
Don't jinx it.
What was the first company that used Santa Claus in advertising?
Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Yes!
Dang. How can you go? Let's see. What are the 3 primary colors?
Blue, yellow, and is it magenta? Or no?
Red.
Red. Wait, what is that? It's called a...
The 3 primary colors.
No. What is the magenta one? Which one is that?
Oh,
a part
magenta, cyan, and
yeah.
something orange.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. Yeah. I guess there's 2 sets of them.
Yeah,
but...
that's why I was thinking the other one.
Let's see. Who invented champagne?
A great guy. Charles Champagne.
Dom Perignon.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Which is also a type of
Champagne.
Dom Perignon. Yep. Let's see. What did the first vending machine dispense?
Apples.
Holy water.
What?
Apples?
I don't know.
Like the water when he's hammering the fruit into the vending machine? Which king in a deck of cards doesn't have a mustache? Like mine.
Hearts?
Dang, yeah, that's the hearts. King of hearts.
I was thinking of the images.
I have over 400 decks of cards right there, by the way.
Oh my heck.
Yeah. Which of Shakespeare's plays is the longest?
I feel like I should know this. A Midsummer Night's Dream?
Hamlet.
I knew that.
True or false, Abraham Lincoln had no middle name?
True.
Dang, there you go. Let's see. True or false, fortune cookies were invented in China?
False.
Yeah, they were invented in the United States.
Yep.
What is the rarest M&M color?
Green.
Brown. Which 2 United States don't observe daylight savings time?
Arizona and Alaska?
Hawaii. Arizona,
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
That was my 3rd guess.
What is the only fruit that has seeds that grow on the outside?
Seeds that grow outside.
This is so easy.
Strawberries?
Yes. Thank God.
I was like, I'm trying to think of like which. I was thinking of like they grow in pockets on the outside of the fruit. I'm like, I don't know what fruit looks like that.
Which? What the heck? What cartoon strip has never had an adult appear in it?
Is it the one with the kid and the tiger? The
Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah.
Nope. But I have all of them over there, and that's one of my favorite comic strips to ever be.
I don't know.
It's Charlie Brown. Yep, the Peanuts.
I feel like I've seen an adult, just not their face.
Yeah, I mean it's always the voice.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
That was my impression.
It was perfect.
Hope you liked it. In which war were tanks first used?
World War I.
Yeah. How many hearts does an octopus have?
Ooh. I think it's 6 or 8.
It's 3.
3? Dang.
What is the most common letter in the English alphabet? Like that's used in the most words.
E.
Yeah. Every continent, there is a city named what? On every continent, there is a city named what?
Paris.
Rome.
Rome.
Ah, my bracelet is going down. That really hurt really, really badly. When was the euro introduced as legal currency on the world market? There's no way you can get this one.
Just give me a hint. Was it before or after World War II?
Way after. If you can just get the year, that'll suffice.
1980 something.
1999. January 1st, 1999. Which is the only U.S. state to begin with the letter P?
Pennsylvania?
Yep. Why did you? Were you not confident?
I don't know. I figured that it was like a trick question somehow. So I was like, I don't know.
Kind of like how many states have or how many months have 28 days? You know how many states?
Nope.
All of them.
That is true. I told you it was a trick question.
Usually people say February, but it's all of them. They all have. Let's see. What is someone who shoots horses called?
A horse shooter.
A farrier. What is the largest freshwater lake in the world?
Freshwater. What is it called, or where is it at?
What is it called?
Freshwater lake. I don't know.
Lake Superior.
I knew that, actually.
Lake Superior. That's true or false? Do tigers have striped skin under their fur?
It's true.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah. How did you know that one?
I know an absurd amount of facts about animals that don't matter.
Well, you didn't know how many hearts this octopus had.
That's because octopus matter.
What? True or false? Cows sleep standing up.
True.
This is true.
That's why you go cow tipping.
That's called cow tipping. Ha ha ha.
This is called boy tipping. From barnyard.
Yeah, back at the barnyard. Oh my gosh. Let's see. What was the original purpose of the tiny pocket in jeans? That little tiny thing that's inside?
Oh. For chapstick. I don't know.
To store pocket watches.
Oh.
Which animal has the biggest eye in the world?
I feel like I should know this. And I'm going to feel stupid when you say it. Or just I. Humans. I don't know.
The giant squid. You think you have a
The
bigger
giant squid.
eye than even a bear? Or a whale? Or anything?
I didn't say me. I just said humans. There's some weird looking humans out there. I don't know.
Have you seen that guy on TikTok that can like push his eyes out?
It stresses me out.
Gosh, I saw a video where he ate hot sauce the other day. He like poured hot sauce and he was like, and his eyes like bugged out and he was like, spicy. It was so funny. Let's see. What are the 3 layers of the Earth?
Crust, mantle, and core.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
School didn't fail me completely. Yay!
That was all 45 of my questions.
Oh.
I think you got maybe 20 of them correct.
Oh, man.
If that was a test in school, you would have failed.
Yeah, there's no doubt there. I failed most of them in school anyway, so.
Hey, we passed 3 hours.
Sweet.
3 hours. We can move on to the quote of the day. Bing.
Sweet.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I grabbed multiple. Aw. You like this one, babe. We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents, and that's how
Bob
children
Ross.
happen. All children are just happy accidents.
Is that so?
Yep.
Do I have my tape right here?
Right there. Here you go. Here's your quote, sir.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am. You never know these days.
Did you just assume how I identify?
You never know these days. You never know. Disappointing. You guys disappoint me.
Wow.
Okay, you get to sign this in Hebrew if you like. I'm just kidding.
Favorite color right here. I'm sorry, I don't know Hebrew. I feel like I should though to sign this. I feel like my signature is gonna be boring.
Look at that one in the bottom left corner. What even is that? I can't even tell you who was that. That was oh, that was, yeah, I know what that was. That was Corey. Pretty sure.
There you go. There's my horrible signature.
Boom. There you go. Maybe one day that'll be worth a lot of money.
One day.
What does that say? King K. Oh, that's King K. That's Corey. Okay.
I can't put this back.
We good? Not gonna fall? Okay. Cool. Dang, we broke 3 hours.
This is gonna be a beast to
This
edit.
is gonna be gnarly.
Gnarly. As long as you make an edit of you singing, just back to back, just please, just make a CD, mail it to me.
Make a CD.
Yeah. Okay, I'm old. USB, mail
We're
it to
the
me in a
same
PDF. I don't care.
Is your birthday in December?
Yep.
Okay, I remember that. So is my brother's.
What day?
19.
Yeah, mine's the day after.
I feel like we've had that discussion before.
I feel like we have deja vu much.
I had these the whole time and we never used them.
I know. I was kind of eyeing them, and I was like,
I just have them there in case people want to. But I never thought about this.
what?
You can hear it so
Oh.
loudly. I don't know if you could hear it through the microphone. Yours is silent. Oh, not really. Look at you go. Two-handed. Oh my god.
Here you go.
You know how you spin two of them at once?
No, I know my brother had a fidget spinner for who knows how long, but I always thought they were kind of
Boom.
interesting.
You doubted me. Look at that.
I never doubted you.
You literally said no.
I mean, I doubted you that you'd grow above 5 feet, but here we are.
Yeah?
You're so grown up.
That's what happens in 10 years.
Has it really been 10 years?
8.
8 years.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe if you texted me once in a while,
Okay,
it might have
you
been.
know
It
what?
might not have been so.
I'm sorry. Don't take it personally.
I didn't text you either, so.
Exactly. So you know what? You're just a butt. You're just a butt face.
But I did message you before you messaged me.
Yeah, but I comment on your stuff. You don't comment on my stuff. I comment and interact with your posts and whatnot.
I talk to your husband all the time. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I was like, what? When did this happen?
Oh my gosh. What if when you guys came in, he was just like, dude, how's it going? It's been forever.
I'd be like, what?
How's the... How's Luke? How's...
Hey, how's your boy Jeffrey? He's good. And your dog Samuel? He's great.
This one broke.
Did I just break it?
No, I did.
Oh.
Spinning them both at once.
See? You're just not supposed to be an
Oh,
overachiever.
okay, I just broke it more.
Perfect.
Okay, well, that's going to go right into that trash can over there.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
For sure. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for
It's
coming.
been fun. Have
This will
fun.
be a 3-hour podcast.
Woohoo!
Do you think you can beat that? Come on the podcast and see if you can beat it. I doubt anybody will beat that though. I
Sorry.
don't even know if anybody will watch it all the way through.
I will watch it all the way through just to see what kind of stupid stuff I say. Specifically gonna watch you ask the questions.
Yeah, that was a hoot and a half. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I should have said this at the beginning, but I'm still doing this giveaway, by the way, people. Nobody's entered yet, and that's depressing, so I have to keep extending the deadline. But this tumbler my mother made, if you would like that.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's like galaxy themed, kind of. Yeah, if you would like a free tumbler, all you got to do is subscribe to my channel and follow her on Instagram and just comment something under my videos, comment done or something under my video, or
yeah, guys,
comment.
Or
whatever. And you'll be entered, and then I can pick someone at some point. Otherwise, I can just give it to my 100th subscriber, whoever that is. I think I'm at like 60 or something now, 58 or something. On my other channel, I have 150, but I haven't done anything with it. So.
Yeah. Well, good luck growing your channel. That's really exciting.
Yeah, I'm trying. My beard.
Sweet. Well, thanks again
for
having me.
Thank you for watching this episode of the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it if you made it this far. Yeah. I will see you on Saturday with another podcast. I don't know who it's going to be yet, so you'll be just as surprised as me. Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching.
And we're out.
Yeah.